prefer to have the ball for 6, 7, 8 minutes at a time, and that's the majority of a quarter. In fact, last year, again, Indianola had the ball for, I think, 3 possessions, maybe 3 total minutes in the first quarter of last year, and then not much more. I mean, they touched the ball for probably less than 5 minutes the entire first half last year on the road. It was that brutal where they just could not get stops. They could not score when they had the ball, and they gave Carlisle the second half kickoff. And when you do that against a team like Carlisle, it's going to be really tough to overcome. So another thing I wanted to touch on as well, just as far as the clock, do not look at Carlisle's 0-3 record. That means A, nothing because it's a rivalry game here in Warren County, but B, you know, they're a much better football team than their record shows. In fact, I would go as far to say as they're probably the best 0-3 football team you're going to find in Class 4A. And they gave Winterset all they could handle last week. They've played Norwalk, and this is just a really good football team that no one should be overlooking right now because of their record.
Yep, and I'm going to go back to your point really quickly about the time of possession. You know, one of the things that Indianola has emphasized this week is they can't leave scores out on the field, meaning they can't have a 6, 7, 8 minute drive and not come away with points. You know, last week in the fourth quarter, they had a great drive that ended up with an interception in the end zone. Obviously, they want to clean that up. But just to your point, when Carlisle is going to try to control the clock so much, keep the Indianola defense out there, maybe limiting the offensive opportunities for Indianola, that means they have to make every single possession count. They have to come away with points, and that, I think that's a point of emphasis this week.
All right, I absolutely agree. And again, we're going to have a lot more headed our way, including our DeArmond Ford Radio keys to the game and tonight's starting lineups. Great lineup of games we have ahead. Pella at Cedar Rapids Xavier, Pella Christian at Pleasantville, Norwalk at number 4 ABM, and then Newton versus Marshalltown. It should be a really fun week, and we're going to have it all here on 94.3 KNIA, KNIAKRLS.com.
Tire Pros will help keep you on the road, making sure you're ready for any adventure life throws your way. August 28th through September 23rd, get up to $60 Visa reward card or Visa virtual prepaid card after an online submission on purchases of 4 or more new Michelin passenger or light truck tires totaling $900 or more. Tire purchases including $899.99 or less get $40. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can continue to explore the unfamiliar. Visit online today. Tire Pros, love the drive. See store for complete details. Offer ends 9/23/24. Offered where prohibited.
Homecoming is just around the corner. Stop into Bellflower Florist and Gifts in Norwalk to customize a corsage or boutonniere with their ribbon bar, sure to coordinate with your homecoming outfits. Payment is due when you place your order, $34.99 for your custom designed corsage. Boutonnieres just $16.99. Bellflower Florist and Gifts also offers homecoming nosegay bouquets that can be personalized with the colors of your choice. Visit them online at bellflowerfloristandgifts.com or stop by their location Monday through Saturday at 2251 Sunset Drive, Suite C in Norwalk. You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Chad Keel will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Chad Keel in Indianola today. Shop McCoy True Value in Indianola this month during their Fall Home Refresh event. Give your yard some TLC with a 24-inch lawn and leaf rake by Green Thumb for just $11.99. It's lightweight, rust-proof, and has a 48-inch wood handle. Invite more birds to your backyard with Flyer's Choice 16-pound wild bird food for only $24.99. Great for attracting goldfinches, cardinals, chickadees, and more. Don't wait. Head to McCoy True Value and take advantage of these bargains and more while supplies last. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Check out these amazingly hot deals at your Indianola Hy-Vee this week. Hy-Vee Salsa 24-ounce, $2.88 a can, 88 cents for Hy-Vee Midwest Pork Boneless Top Loin Chops. Hy-Vee Yogurt just 39 cents. Hy-Vee Tortilla Chips, 3 bags for just $5. And Bolthouse Farms Baby Cut Carrots, just $1.48 a bag. These deals and more this week at your Indianola Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Carrie Blake with Fellows and Blake Financial. We help individuals, families, and businesses, both big and small, in 3 specific areas. The first is tax saving strategies. One of the best rates of return is saving on taxes. We also build comprehensive financial plans using our patented financial planning software. This allows our clients to live their best lives today while planning and preparing for the future. The final piece is estate preparation and estate protection. If you need some financial guidance or would like a second look at your plan, reach out to Stacy to schedule your free consultation.
Indianola football pregame live on 94.3 KNIA. It's homecoming as your Indianola Indians welcome the Wildcats of Carlisle to Indianola Stadium. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. We want to thank those tuning in on Indianola Activities YouTube. We'll be here for the rest of the night. For those tuning in, we will kind of step away or at least provide some sort of running commentary for the Indianola homecoming court to be announced. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. It was out on Indianola School's social media. So Bella O'Mara is our homecoming queen.
Congratulations
and Jake
to Bella.
Pontier, our homecoming king.
Oh, man. Stay tuned. I think you might hear more of that during the broadcast.
I'm probably going to overdo it. I mean, let's be real. When's the last time I held back on anything? So this is just such easy pickings. I'm just going to jump right in for it.
Sometimes you got to take the low-hanging fruit,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Absolutely. I'm just going to really go all in on this whole king. There's more of that coming. But anyway, let's jump into pregame and official pregame here as we've kind of been on the air since about 6:30 or so. It's a 7:30 kickoff tonight. We'll have head coach Eric Kluver on for pregame coverage here just in a couple of minutes. But Rob, opening thoughts here tonight. Carlisle, a very physical football team. They're going to run right at you. They are going to disguise what they're doing, but it's no surprise what they're doing, if that makes any sense. They're going to deceive you at the line. Everyone has to keep in their gaps on the defensive side. And if they're getting 3.5, 4 yards a carry, it's going to be a long night for Indianola.
Yep, absolutely. And, Indianola had a tough night in the first half last week. And it was no coincidence that in the second half of that game against Pella, they played a lot better because they were able to get pressure on the quarterback. They were able to get into the backfield, put pressure on the edge, and force I cannot remember the Pella's quarterback's name.
Colin Kurnt and Emmanuel Deers, their running back.
But they were able to force him out of the pocket, and all of a sudden that started making things happen. I think they're going to need to do more of the same tonight. And, I think if they do that, they can limit Carlisle's opportunities and maybe force them into those what I would call third and manageables, where it's 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3.
Well, that's another interesting thing about Carlisle too, is if you get them in a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, again, they're not afraid to go for it if they're getting 3 yards a carry and it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. So when it is 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, you need to keep it. Instead of 3rd and manageable, it needs to be 4th and too far. You can't let it be 4th and short because, again, I don't want to just keep harping on it, but the last 2 years, this Carlisle team has beaten Indianola and beaten them pretty good. I mean, I don't think there's any negative things saying about that, and Indianola could not get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. These Carlisle drives were too long and too powerful, and Indianola just couldn't get the negative plays on 2nd and long or 3rd and short or 3rd and medium to get off the field in time, and Carlisle took advantage and converted 4th down after 4th down, and then you look up and they've been on the field for 6.5 minutes, and your defense has been on the field for 15 plays, and you're gassed in the first quarter.
Yeah, so what I've noticed this entire season, we're into game 4 of the season, and offense is a 4-down sport. It used to be, if it was 4th and 3, you're bringing the punt unit out every time. And now in high school football, if it's 4th and 4 to 4th and 2, 4th and 1, every time they're going for it.
Absolutely, especially if you're on your side of the field or the other side of the field, I mean. The homecoming court is starting to be announced. I believe Lauren Danielson first up for Indianola on the homecoming court. They're going to alternate So Lauren Danielson for the girls. Again, our homecoming queen, Bella O'Mara, and then Jake Pontier, our homecoming king. So again, we'll do our best for those watching on Indianola Activities YouTube. You can see them kind of in the foreground here on the video stream.
Yeah, it looks like Brody Page coming up here.
Brody Page. Will say I did do interviews with both the girls and the guys. The girls played on Let's Talk Indianola today. The boys will play on Monday for Let's Talk Indianola. I had to split those up. Great answers, great group of student athletes and student activities and club members. They were really fun. They had great interviews. I thought I should have asked the girls this, but I was a little short on time for the boys' side. But I asked them what their strategy was for the parade, whether it was wave, whether it was head nod, and all of them said, we're going to conserve the candy. So I thought that was really, yeah, it was great. Perfect strategy for the parade. Gabby Aiken is next for on the homecoming court for the homecoming girls on the queen candidates side. So again, we're going to try and just do this while we're doing our pregame here before we get to our coach's interview with head coach Eric Kluver. But
well, I got to tell you, I got a chance to be in the homecoming parade yesterday.
Yes.
I led the parade in the patrol car, and I was chastised by my wife for not having candy.
Oh, well.
So
You had an extra special duty, though. You set the pace.
yes, that's
So
true.
if you're wasting time on candy,
Right, that would have been
who knows
tough.
what that does for the pace.
Absolutely.
So, plus, you have the very important, American Legion guys behind you with the flags, and
And they're counting on me to set
Yeah.
a good pace.
Yeah, no, if you're going back and forth with them, that's going to be even more tough. Adler Dykey next up. For those who don't know, Adler was a couple-year starter heading into this year for Indianola football. Had some injuries before the season that put him out for the season. Obviously heartbreaking for him. I know he played basketball last year. Don't know what he'll be playing this next year, but Adler, another good kid, and I know heartbreaking he's going to be missing tonight out on the field.
Yeah, and next up is Zoe Belt. A volleyball player, basketball player, so
And a neighbor.
and my neighbor. Yep,
Most
shout out.
importantly
Yep.
than anything.
See her every day, but great athlete and better person. And I can
right.
say that from the heart there because I know her and she's my neighbor, but great kid and definitely represents the best of what homecoming's about.
And our next king candidate, Andrew DeWall. Again, a very familiar name to Indianola football over the years. Played quarterback last year, playing wide receiver, playing some running back, playing some quarterback, playing some linebacker. Tonight he's getting the start at safety. Spoiler alert on our starting lineups tonight, but
He does
he's
a
everywhere.
lot. Yeah, he does a lot. And he was the coach for the senior powder puff team,
Yes.
just so you know.
All right.
So-
and I will say sophomores,
Sophomores.
we can spend some time on that.
Oh,
'Cause,
man.
Great observation. Apparently, Alexa Geyer just she might have a job next year.
Yeah.
I mean, she was slinging it.
yeah,
So
I think Coach Kluver was watching
absolutely.
from somewhere.
Dana Blake next up for the homecoming court. Making her way across the track. Dana, I've known for a long time, been playing basketball since she was a freshman in volleyball. A big part of last year's Indianola volleyball Class 4A runner-up, and for this year along with Zoe Belt on this year's squad. So fun to watch for Dana, and then playing softball as well, 2-year starter out in center field. So
Yeah, Dana, just a great athlete, and again, a great person. And, that's what's outstanding about all of these athletes and students being introduced tonight in the homecoming court. They just represent the best of Indianola, and, they just do such a great job on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities.
Yeah, Nick Fell up next. Definitely known Nick for a couple of years, and definitely have interviewed Dad Nate many times as well. So good to see him get that honor.
Fantastic in show choir.
Yes.
Is Nick. I get my daughter's in show choir, so I see a lot of the show choir, and Nick does a fantastic job. And his parents, Nate and Haley, do so much in our community and with Hy-Vee and just
fed
in
us
general.
amazing dinner.
And correct.
So,
Thank you, Nate.
Brady Myers, our next candidate here for tonight on the boys' side.
Yep.
So congratulations to Brady. I will say probably had some of the best answers of the interview I did yesterday. So
Yep.
the most thoughtful answers that I've seen. So
he's so good, like in the musicals and the
Yes.
plays, like a very talented young man in the arts.
they interviewed him last year as part of the musicals interview for the spring as well. So gotten a chance to be on the radio multiple times. I believe Aspen Nelson is next, also on the Indianola volleyball team here this fall.
Yep.
And then I've interviewed her for track as well. But Aspen, a big role for volleyball this year. I don't know how much you've followed volleyball, but
I went to their last home game.
Taken over as
Yep.
setter this year, which is big shoes to fill. Tori Runyon graduated from last year, and Aspen's been taking that role. But if you look at the stats, I think she's third on the team on kills, and then also with digs out there. She kind of does it all for Indianola volleyball right now. And then our queen is next.
Yeah, here
Bella
we go.
O'Mara.
The queen has arrived.
We are in the presence of royalty up
We
here in the
are.
Indianola Ivy radio broadcast booth. So again, if you want to go back and listen, it's posted on KNIA-KRLS.com. All the queen candidates. Of course, this was announced, or this was interviewed before Bella was crowned as our homecoming queen. Congratulations to Bella O'Mara.
Yeah, nice job, and you know what a great student and great person, and so nice to see her recognized by her classmates.
And then our homecoming king. Number 2, Jake Pontier, Indianola football. Name we're going to hear multiple times here tonight, and we have so far this season, Jake, 81 carries, 439 yards, 6 touchdowns over 3 games. Just kind of video game numbers a little bit for Jake, and shows no signs of slowing down so far, and then gets honored with homecoming king honors here tonight.
And something you didn't know about Jake is he's very funny. During the Powder Puff game Tuesday night, he was cracking jokes out on the sidelines with me as I was refereeing, and just had a great time with him. Good young man.
Did you flag him just for being too funny at all?
I
or-
threatened him,
Yeah, okay.
you know, but he didn't take me seriously.
Hard to believe, but all right, that is our homecoming court. Hopefully we didn't talk over too much of it, but we are on the radio as well for those watching on Indianola Activities YouTube. We're going to take a short time out. I got a chance to catch up with head coach Eric Kluver, and we'll have that after this on the KNIA radio pregame show. Indianola Carlisle football homecoming for Indianola, back after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Have recent storms revealed problem areas on your roof? Hi, I'm Kevin with Wolf Roofing. For leaks or other damage, call us. The inspection is free, and if a repair or replacement is needed, our experienced team will put together a plan and price that is fair. We've been locally owned and operated for over 30 years, and we stand behind our warranty and workmanship. We're here to make the process easy and provide peace of mind. Call us at 515-225-8866 to schedule a free inspection and estimate, or go online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing, local, experienced, trusted.
Have you heard the news?
No, what is it?
People's Bank is giving out more than $1 million in rewards to people with Casasa checking.
Wait, say that again?
People's Bank has given out more than $1 million in rewards to people with Casasa checking accounts.
Usually you put your money in a checking account. You don't get money back.
Not if you're a People's Bank Casasa checking account holder.
When you have a People's Bank Casasa checking account, you can earn cash rewards for doing simple things like getting e-statements, using online banking, and swiping your debit card.
Wow, People's Bank really does reward its customers.
Yeah, to the tune of $1 million.
How do I start earning rewards?
It's easy. Open an account online at mybankpsb.com or stop into any People's Bank location, open an account, and start getting rewarded today.
I'm already starting to think about what I can buy with my rewards.
Dream big thanks to the rewards checking from People's Bank.
Service you expect from people you trust. People's Bank.
People's Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to pregame coverage, live on 94.3 KNIA. Homecoming week, Indianola football hosting Carlisle, joined by head coach Eric Kluver. And coach, how did the team respond after last week having to mount a comeback that fell just short on the road at Pella, and now facing a team that's had your number over the last couple of years?
I think we responded well. We'll find out tonight what type of team comes out and how well we play. But you know, we're not happy with the loss. We know we didn't play for 4 quarters, and that hurt us. So once again, luckily Fridays come around once a week, and we're going to get another opportunity.
Well, going back to last year's game, Indianola just didn't finish drives and gave up over 4 yards a carry, and you just can't do that against a Carlisle team similar to Indianola this year, where if you fall behind and they have the ball, you can pretty much say goodbye to 6-7 minutes off the clock, and then it starts to get to desperation time, right?
Yeah, they do such a good job, and this is always a game every single year, regardless of the record. I just get really worried about, and you mentioned Carlisle has handled this the last couple years, and they were an 0-3 team just like they are this year, and beat us 17-6 a year ago at their place. So there's a lot of concern, and it's a scheme that you don't see very often, so it's tough to prepare for, especially defensively. So everyone has to be on the same page. Got to be disciplined with their option game that they present, and we're going to have to be great tacklers and be able to get off the field defensively.
Well, about as too far of schemes away as you can find. Pella last week, 5 wide receivers, spread you out as much as they can. Carlisle pretty much just tries to deceive you, but a lot more localized under center. How does the defense work this week trying to go from one scheme to the next?
Yeah, it's difficult, and you don't have a ton of time, and your JV plays on a Monday, and really your work days are a Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you're to a pregame practice, almost like a walkthrough on a Thursday. So it takes a lot of adjusting. We're just trying to get them ready for a very physical football team that is very comfortable with what they do. And once again, we're going to have to make stops on 3rd and 4th down.
One of the areas coming into this season was, I think you knew your run game would be good, was if we're down in the 4th quarter, can we go to a passing game that'll get us back in it? And I think we saw that in the second half against Pella, especially in the 4th quarter. Asher Brick at quarterback looked very comfortable for the most part back there, finding his receivers, and they made plays.
Yeah, that was great to see, and that we don't have to rely on the run all the time, even though we trust Jake very much with the ball, and it's kind of our own way to control the clock and give our defense an opportunity to make adjustments and rest on the sideline. But we have done some really nice things in the passing game, and I think we'll only get better as time goes on, because a lot of those guys just don't have the experience. But Asher has done a nice job, and we just need to continue to make plays through the air. I think that'll be big tonight in this game.
Well, I know, again, Carlisle, you mentioned it, it's not an easy thing to practice against, but there is a familiarity facing each other the last couple of years. Got a playoff win against them 3 years ago, I believe. How has that helped from your coaching perspective to at least be able to have a plan in place for what they're going to do? Because it doesn't necessarily change too much year over year.
For years, we scrimmage them, like we do. We scrimmage Southeast Polk now, but for many years it was Carlisle until they were on our schedule. So there's a lot of familiarity there. It's easy to draw up a scheme and X's and O's and say this guy needs to stop this, or this is your responsibility. It's a totally different deal stopping that during a game. So that's the big challenge. We're going to see a physical team, a team that once again is comfortable with what they do and really taking the clock. We're going to have to get off defensively and maximize our opportunities offensively.
Keys to coming away with a victory for Indianola here tonight and coming up against Carlisle on what should be a really fun night here for homecoming.
Efficient offensively, physical defensively, and then once again win the special teams.
Thank you very much again, head coach Eric Kluver, Indianola football. We'll have more after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
During their Fall Home Refresh event. Give your yard some TLC with a 24-inch lawn and leaf rake by Green Thumb for just $11.99. It's lightweight, rust-proof, and has a 48-inch wood handle. Invite more birds to your backyard with Flyer's Choice 16-pound wild bird food for only $24.99. Great for attracting goldfinches, cardinals, chickadees, and more. Don't wait. Head to McCoy True Value and take advantage of these bargains and more while supplies last. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Let's talk comfort. Are you comfortable in your life, your family, your career? Most people are. Are you comfortable in your house? I mean, is your home cool in the summer and warm in the winter? Does your home comfort system do what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it? If you can't say yes, you need to contact Heinz Mechanical. Heinz Mechanical is your premier Lennox home and commercial comfort experts. You've probably seen their big white and red trucks in your area. When you see a Heinz Mechanical truck, you know it means trust, reliability, and comfort in your home. They sell only the best in service, all brands. Call 515-337-2074. Heinz Mechanical, service done right.
You're listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network. Heinz Mechanical, your premier Lennox dealer in Warren County. Service done right.
Welcome back to the KNIA Radio pregame show on AM 1320, FM 94.3 KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. We're also joined by those watching on the Indianola Activities YouTube stream. And let's jump into our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. And we've kind of talked about it for about 45 minutes now at this point, Rob. But number one for me is going to be you can't have any turnovers and finish drives. You talked about it earlier. The 6-7 minute drive has to end in something. If you flip the field, that's fine. But that's the bare minimum of what this Indianola offense has to be able to do. The 3 and out deep in your own territory spells a lot of disaster against this Carlisle squad.
Yeah, and conversely, if you do a 6-7 minute drive and you come away with no points, that can actually be demoralizing too, in addition to not putting points on the board. So double whammy there, and the only thing you get out of that is maybe the flip field position. So I'm going to double down on your DeArmond Ford keys to the game, and I'm going to go establishing a balanced offensive tempo. And Coach Kluver talked about it in his pregame interview, and so I feel like I'm kind of stealing from Coach Kluver here. But, you know, last week we saw the maturation of Asher Brick in that second half, especially in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, it felt like it just came together for him on the offensive side of throwing the football. You know, it's real easy when you got that safety valve and Jake Pontier, you can hand the ball off and let him go. But last week, Asher Brick really formed a connection with Parker Kaufman. A couple late throws, you know, one that went for 6, and you just kind of felt like there was just this maturity that was gained. And so I look for Indianola to try to balance that tempo offensively tonight.
Parker Kaufman, 2 catches, 18 yards going into the game against Pella. 7 catches, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Dutch. And I think coming in, we kind of expected him to be one of those number 1 option type guys and just didn't really get it going. Brick really only hit a couple receivers more than one time throughout the entire first 2 games. Then he found his target in Parker Kaufman.
Yeah, and, you know, hopefully that has built some chemistry between the two of them. And you know, I think that's that confidence that Asher probably gained last week, even in a loss, because the final drive of the game was 2-minute offense, that classic 2-minute drill that they work on in practice. He executed, and really you could argue that they actually did 2 offensive possessions that were somewhat 2-minute drills because of the time that was left in the football game. The one ended up in an INT in the end zone. But you know what? Asher was able to flush that memory and went right back down the field and scored a touchdown.
And very clutch. I mean, it came within an inch of tying that game and forcing overtime on the 2-point conversion. So you kind of hope, or Coach Kluver hopes that the team gains a lot of confidence from that despite the loss. And then my final key is going to be you have to get off the field or at least fourth and long or 4th and mid. It can't be 3rd and 5 and you give up 3 yards, because against many teams, they're okay with that. Against Carlisle, or they'll punt off of that. Carlisle probably not going to do that, and they're 0-3. They do not have a ton to lose by going for it here.
Yep, and I'm going to go, my final key to the game is limit penalties. You know, because you don't need any help having to make those 3rd and 4th down stops. Don't give the Carlisle Wildcats any opportunity to have any extra help by you know, having either a false start, or excuse me, not a false start, but like an offsides or pass interference, you know, something like that. And, you know, that was one area I thought last week Indianola did a great job limiting penalties. They kept themselves in the game because of it.
Absolutely. Those are our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. The Indianola Pride of Indianola Marching Band is on the field. We'll be having the national anthem here in just a bit, but We'll wait until Bob Kling announces that we're ready to go.
Bob Kling making his final Pride of Indianola address tonight.
Yes. All right, so we will take a short time out for the Pride of Indianola Marching Band to play the national anthem, and we'll be back after this on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
And leading cause of drug overdoses. This dangerous drug is often mixed with other substances, such as marijuana, making them more addictive and deadly. If you or a loved one is struggling, it's crucial to get help. UCS Healthcare provides substance use treatment in West Des Moines, Knoxville, and Ottumwa, utilizing an evidence-based team approach to support you or a loved one. Contact UCS Healthcare at 515-280-3860 or visit ucsonline.org and get help.
Score big during our kickoff sale at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with 5.9% APR for 84 months. New Chevy Silverado 1500 4x4s offering 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $4,750. 2025 Chevy Trailblazer with 4.9% for 60 months. And check out these great offers on new electric vehicles. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville.
If you are looking for a store that sells everything from blinds and countertops to furniture and flooring, Phillips Floors is not your store. However, if you are looking for a flooring specialty store that is committed to professional excellence in all facets of flooring, check out Phillips Floors in Indianola. They are committed to providing quality flooring and installation that's the right fit for your home or office and will last for years to come. Visit their brand new showroom and facility at 1605 North 9th Street or check them out at phillipsfloors.com. Phillips Floors, we do flooring.
At Community First Credit Union, you can get $1,000 off closing costs when you get a new mortgage loan with us. A savings like that can really make a difference for you. Plus, we offer great rates and local lenders you can trust. Get details online at c1stcu.com/home and apply today using our C First Mortgage app or stop by any of our locations. Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Some restrictions apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Welcome back to the KNIA Radio pregame show on AM 1320 FM 94.3 KNIA, the Pride of Indianola Marching Band out there for homecoming Indianola football, hosting the Wildcats of Carlisle. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Starting lineups for tonight. I will start with the visiting Carlisle Wildcats from left to right on the offensive line. Number 79, Chase Klein. Number 61, Andy Crowder. Number 56, Jaden Dilley. Number 63, Alex Osen. And number 55, Ben Glaive. The wide receivers will be number 83, Corwin Whistler, and number 1, Calvin Frey. Mowinkle will be the tight end tonight for Carlisle. That is number 44, Hayden Mowinkle. Number 3, Noah Noland, and number 23, Caleb Nordhagen will be the running backs for the Wildcats, and number 4, C.J. Haug will be under center for Carlisle. On the defensive side, Carlisle running a 4-3 defense, 4 defensive linemen, including number 86, Dawson Van Zanny, number 79, Chase Klein, number 55, Ben Glaive, and number 56, Jaden Dilley. Your linebackers tonight, number 28, Jackson Miller, number 3, Noah Noland, number 23, Caleb Nordhagen, and your cornerbacks tonight, number 80, Trevor Clark, and number 2, And Infernal. And safeties, number 1, Calvin Frey, and number 26, Lucas Mason. Head coach, Mark Hoekstra. Carlisle coming in with an 0-3 record. Rob, take it away for Indianola starters.
Okay, on defense, going left to right, number 84 on the line, number 84, junior Peyton Wilbur, number 50, Carson Slora, number 77, Logan Turner, number 52, Conlon Leventhals, and number 32, Gabby King. At inside and linebackers here, number 24, A.J. Pontier, and number 5, Max Wedmore. At the corners is going to be senior Benny Anderson and senior Ryan Young. And at the safeties will be number 17, Andrew DeWall, moving back from middle linebacker, and also safety number 26, Cole Meyer. And on your offensive side, left to right on the offensive line, 77, Logan Turner, 64, Connor Cruz, number 55, Thomas Spargo at center, Number 60, Conlon Leventhal's, and at right tackle, 78, Lathan McDaniel. Tight end is going to be number 84, Peyton Wilbur. Your wide receivers tonight, 35, Parker Kaufman, and number 6, Mitchell Bauer. And running back is going to be number 2, Jake Pontier, and at fullback is going to be number 32, Gabby King. And your quarterback tonight, number 11, Asher Brick.
All right, I believe it was Jacob Cruz as well at left guard. So that is number 64, Jacob Cruz. So just to double check for those listening, just to make sure we get that one right. But that is tonight's starting lineups. Our game time temperature. It is still a balmy 83 degrees outside right here at Indianola Stadium. And as we all know, that turf gets nice and hot, baking in the sun all day. So it's going to be a little bit hotter down there onto the field. But 83 degrees is our game time temperature here tonight. Our colors of the game, Carlisle in their white away uniforms. They have the red jerseys with the gold outline. Indianola in their home purples, white pants, white numbers, and the gold outlines on the shoulder pads and the gold helmets. Tonight's colors of the game, purple and gold for Indianola. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Rob, we're about 3 minutes or so until game time. Just some scores to pass along already from our 7 o'clock kickoffs. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates. Pleasantville leading Pella Christian 7-0 at the end of the first. It's been 11 long tries for Pleasantville to take down Pella Christian, and I know I've been on the other end of that many times when I covered Pleasantville for 3 years before I moved over to Indianola, so I know the Trojans are really trying to get that one against the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, I talked actually to a couple Pleasantville people earlier tonight, and they were saying, hey, it's go time. Let's beat PC.
Couple of times I've called it where they've been close and not able to finish it off, so I know Pleasantville leading 7-0 at the end of the first. They're going to try and close that one out, and then Melcher Dallas leading Twin Cedars 6-0. 9:39 left to go in the first. That was about 20 minutes ago. Our very own Derek Cardwell at that game tonight, and he has a chance because Knoxville 28-7 winners in our Thursday game last night over Des Moines Hoover. That game called due to lightning with about 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So it was called, and they realized it was going to be about another hour and a half, 2 hours before they'd get on, and it being 28-7 and not very close, they just said, game's over.
Yeah, tough call on a school night.
Yeah, so I think everyone just kind of made that happen. But those are our Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates throughout the game. We will have a house roofing game reset. Our fan of the game presented by Downey Tire Pros. Tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game presented by All American Exteriors. Who's Always Open presented by Godfather's Pizza Express. And we'll also go inside the numbers presented by Fellows and Blake Financial. Tonight's longest drive is presented by Keller's Garage, and postgame we'll have our DeYarman Ford Radio Key Play and Player of the game. We're a minute 20 away from kickoff, and Rob, this is an electric atmosphere. It could not be better right now. The Pride of Indianola Marching Band coming back out to take their spots and you ramp up the student section, but these stands are full, and it's football Friday night.
Oh, man, and it's homecoming, you know, so all the alumni are back. I see a few students that graduated last year, you know, so always an exciting time to come back. And the weather is beautiful now that the sun has went down, and man, it's football Friday night here at Indianola, and let's go.
We are ready, and we want to welcome everyone inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Indianola set to receive the opening kickoff from Carlisle from their own 40. Carlisle kicking off from right to left for those listening on 94.3 KNIA. 2-1 Indianola, 0-3 Carlisle. Throw out the records. The Warren County rivalry is renewed tonight.
Yeah, and here we go. And like you said, don't fall asleep on Carlisle. They may be 0-3, but they've got a lot to offer, and Indianola's got all it can handle tonight.
Dylan Egan will be kicking off from Carlisle from his own 40. Again, from right to left, and for Indianola, Mitchell Bauer and Rylan Hilton are back to receive, and we are off. It'll be going back. It'll be fielded by Bauer at his own 3-yard line. He'll take it out, cross the 5, across the 10. He's going to be crossing the 15 to the 20 before he's tripped up head first, diving across the 20-yard line up to the 22. Good return of about 20 yards, but the Indianola offense has a long way to go in order to find pay dirt against Carlisle.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a great opportunity. Indianola's got to just kind of come out and do all the things that we talked about, and it's going to start with that up front line play.
11:54 to go, quarter number one. Indianola in their home purples right now. Asher Brick along with the homecoming king, Jake Pontier, and Gabby King next to him. Double wide receivers out right for the Indians right now. It is Parker Kaufman and Hayden Schulte split out wide. Brick changes the play. Gets the snap, looks, throws it off. It's going to be caught. Schulte in and out of his hands, and incomplete. Was a forward pass, and Schulte can't come up with that one. Brick hit him on the numbers, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Schulte, the sophomore there, didn't look the ball all the way in and started to run forward before he actually had full possession of the ball, so incomplete. And here we're 2nd and 10, and so tough way to start.
Not the way Indianola wanted to start, because again, you don't want to find yourself in a 3rd and long, because Carlisle's big and physical, and they'll bring the pressure.
Carlisle was playing a soft zone there, so he had some room to run if he'd made that catch.
2nd and 10, same formation for Indianola. Double wide receivers to Asher Brick's right, Pontier behind him. Handoff, Pontier right side. He finds a hole. He crosses the 25 to the 30, and it's 3rd and short. He might have enough for a first down. It's going to be very close. Move the chains. A gain of 11 for Jake Pontier on his first carry.
And that's an Indians first down. Nice job there. He just took what the defense gave him, and the offensive line just made a nice enough push there in the gap, and he was able to skirt right through it.
11:35 to go, quarter number one. Indianola on their first offensive possession of the game. It'll be Kaufman split out wide to the left. Double wide receivers right is Jacob Graham and Rylan Hilton. Brick in the shotgun, hands off Pontier. He's going to be hit at the line. He's going to be stuffed there. He tries to get it up to the 35-yard line, and we'll see where they spot him, but I think just up to the 34 for a gain of 1.
Yeah, you had a host of Wildcats in on the stop. Noah Nolan, number 3 there, was in on the stop, as well as number 23, Caleb Nordhagen.
Indianola from the right hash will send double wide receivers out left.
Also in there, making the stop.
Parker Kaufman split out wide to the left, along with Rylan Hilton. Jacob Graham alone to the right. No safeties over the top right now, but kind of bubble coverage. Pontier throws it out wide side left. It's going to be caught. Indianola. Rylan Hilton stiff arms the defender, but the nice tackle made by Carlisle. That's Trevor Clark, the defensive back. It goes only to about the 37-yard line. A gain of 3 sets up 3rd and 6.
Hilton with a nice little stiff arm there actually got him about 2 more yards. So 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 6. We'll see what the Indians dial up.
I think they wanted probably a lot more yards out of that, just with that soft coverage Carlisle bringing. Hilton got hit probably a little sooner than they would have liked. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. 3rd and 6 for Indianola. Brick in the shotgun. He's got Pontier next to him. They fake the handoff to Pontier. Play action. They try to set up the screen. Brick has nowhere to go. Now he rolls out to his left. He's going to look down the field. It's going to be caught across the 45-yard line. Jake Pontier, the screen is abandoned, and he catches it at the 46 for a gain of 9.
Wow, what a great play there. Asher Brick able to stay with the play, flushed out of the pocket, almost about got sacked, and was able to make something happen there and move the sticks. Great job there. And again, we talked about in the pregame the maturation of Asher Brick, and we're starting to see some more of that.
A late laundry on the field. It looks like after the play. I think the first down will stand even if it's against Indianola. And we'll wait and see if the first down gets marked off. And I don't, yeah, it must have been holding or pass interference down the field here, Rob, as they are wiping away the 3rd and 6 completion to Jake Pontier.
After the penalty brings up 3rd and
yeah,
so it is a 5-yard penalty. You know what? I'm guessing it was an ineligible receiver downfield. I didn't see the ref. He was on the far side. So a 5-yard penalty wipes it away. It's now 3rd and 11. Indianola trips wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd and 11. Brick in the shotgun, drops back. Here comes pressure. He now rolls out to his right. He's got a lot of room to run if he can get away, but he can't. He's tackled back at the 30-yard line, and he is sacked. And the Wildcats defense comes up with a big play. Noah Noland with the tackle, and Indianola converts a 3rd and 6, but the penalty kills the drive, and they're forced to punt.
We talked about it in the pregame as the key to the game. Limit the penalties. You know, they made some magic happen and moved the sticks, and all of a sudden now we're going to be punting the ball here. So, and credit Carlisle there with a good coverage sack.
Duval out to punt from his own 17-yard line. Indianola has been great in special teams so far this season. Snap is good, hold is good. Beautiful high punt is going to go all the way back to the 20-yard line. Carlisle fields it. They're going to try it up the middle, and they're going nowhere up to the 23-yard line. Good tackle, and the Wildcats have a long way to go. 8:58, quarter number 1. Indianola punts on their first possession. Nothing score, and Carlisle comes out on offense for the first time.
And that was great special teams coverage. Senior number 4, Ryan Young, down in there. And boy, he's been a great senior leader for this squad through the first 3 games, and he's already showing up here on homecoming.
One name we haven't mentioned much is Caleb Nordhagen. 384 yards so far for this Carlisle offense. They're going to be on the ground. They're not going to throw it as much, and I think they've had to throw it too much so far for their liking. Quarterback C.J. Haug has thrown for 284 yards, but here they come, and Haug is under center. And already a flag comes out.
Coach Lohman does not look happy.
And we'll wait and see what the penalty is, but it looks like it's against Indianola, 5 yards. Someone must have lined up in the neutral zone. So encroachment on Indianola. 1st and 10 turns into 1st and 5, and very uncharacteristic. 2 penalties already, and 1st and 5 is already too much.
I knew I shouldn't have said anything in the pregame.
1st and 5 for Carlisle, as they've yet to run a play and already have 5 yards to them. 5 down linemen for Indianola, handoff up the middle, and nice penetration there by the Indianola defensive line. Riley LaFrenz getting his first start. Will stop it up at the 29-30-yard line. Really just a gain of 1, maybe a yard and a half up to the 30.
And we, getting that good upfield pressure, able to get into the backfield and blow up the play before it really develops, and that's what we need.
Leave Noland in on that carry for Carlisle. Now splitting out wide for the Wildcats is Jack Norton, the senior tight end. Now he's going to go back in motion to this strong side. And that play is messed up. There we go. It's going to get some sort of false start on Carlisle. And Indianola gets 5 yards. Carlisle goes back 5 yards. 8:20 to go, quarter number 1. And 2nd and 3 turns into 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that was, obvious to everyone in the stadium, I think. So, a nice break for Indianola. See what they do with it here. And Carlisle's already showing their cards what they're going to plan on doing tonight.
They're going to run it right at you, and you just have to hope you can stop it, and it's 2nd and 8. Indianola already getting a good break. All right, 8:05 to go. Pitch out right side. Has plenty of room. Hit, taken down, and off to the right side, and Indianola will be holding a 3rd and 2. The defense, I should say, as the Wildcats will get a nice job from Nordhagen up to the 31-yard line, and it's a gain of about 6 yards, setting up 3rd and 2.
Looks like Wedmore and Vinny Anderson ran him out of bounds there, but again, we're back into these 3rd and 2s that we talked about that Indianola doesn't need to be facing.
All right, 3rd and 2, Carlisle. Handoff right side. He's going to be up, and he's going to push forward. Enough for a first down is Noland as he crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Carlisle just getting some good push off their offensive line there, and Nordhagen just doing the work.
Anderson and Young, and they're making the stop for the Indians. 1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10, Carlisle. All right, 1st and 10, Wildcats, dealing with some technical difficulties. Handoff up the middle is going to be swallowed up by the Indianola defensive line. Noland gets up to the 39-yard line, maybe the 40 for a gain of 2. Sets up 2nd and 8.
Looked like Wedmore was on the stop there, and Indianola did a nice job. 2nd and 10.
Keller making the stop for the Indians. Pick up the 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
So a gain of 2 from Noland, and I'll do my best to keep score, but Carlisle They like to hand it off up the middle. Sometimes you can't always tell. And now another handoff up the middle. This one's going to be swallowed up by Indianola again up to the 42-yard line. About a gain of 3 sets up 3rd and 5. And this is what we talked about, Rob. This is a key play. If it gets to 4th and 2, if they get another 3-yard gain, they're most likely just going to go for it. But if it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, or 4th and 4, 4th and 5, excuse me, you have a good chance at forcing a punt.
Yeah, and so this is a big play right here. Indianola's got to find a way to create pressure and get up into that backfield before the play develops.
6:20 to go, quarter number 1, nothing score. Indianola Carlisle, they split out, wide receivers 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Haug in the shotgun. He's going to put the handoff. Nordhagen, no, keeper by Haug. He's got a lot of room to run on that left side. He's up to the 50 and up for a first down inside Indianola territory to the 43-yard line, and Haug tricks everybody in the stadium, including me, and it's a big gain for the Wildcats inside Indianola territory.
Wow, that was a nice design rollout play there for Haug, and he just took it. Hayden Schulte in on the stop there, but he was the last man that could have stopped him, and fortunately he was able to do that. But you know, sometimes that's what happens. You kind of run it up, and then all of a sudden you just bust it loose.
Gain of 15 by C.J. Haug, makes 6:06 left to go, quarter number 1. Indianola Carlisle scoreless. Wildcats have the ball. Handoff up the middle. No, Haug is going to keep it himself again, and this time he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Coming up and making a big hit was Ryan Young, and it will go for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nice play there. Indianola defense converged on the run there, and Ryan Young able to make a great stop here. And again, you know, now this is where you got to really make that dent on 2nd down and keep them out of that 3rd and short.
5:37 and counting to go, quarter number 1. Indianola Carlisle scoreless. The Wildcats in their away whites moving from right to left at the Indianola 43-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trips wide receivers to the right. Haug under center, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right, faces pressure. He gets away from it, throws the ball down the field, has his receiver. It's going to be tipped up and incomplete. Great coverage down the field. Vinny Anderson there to knock it away, and it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, great coverage by Vinny Anderson, described by Coach Kluver as the Indianola Swiss Army knife. But, man, he just got up there, got a hand in, and knocked the ball away. And Indianola put some heavy pressure on Haug that he just managed to escape. Looked like Ryan Young was in that backfield and made that a hurry-up throw.
Next time we have a brief stop, we're going to do a house roofing game reset. 3rd and 10 for Carlisle at the Indianola 43-yard line. Haug in the shotgun. He drops back to pass again. Here comes more Indianola pressure. They see the screen. It's beautifully read by Indianola. Waiting patiently, Ryan Young is there, as well as Conlon Liventals, and it's 4th and long.
Yeah, now this is the ideal situation.
So. Gain of 1 on 3rd and 10 on the screen. Indianola just saw that coming, and I think Carlisle's going to punt here.
Yeah, and they're fortunate they didn't take a sack there. There was 3 Indianola defenders in that backfield, and it looked like Logan Turner was one of them.
4:46 left to go, quarter number 1. Carlisle punting from the Indianola 42-yard line. Good snap, beautiful punt. Indianola's going to have a long way to go as Anderson will let it bounce. It takes a Carlisle bounce, keeps going. Do they down it? No, touchback just barely into the end zone, and Indianola catches a massive break. A great Carlisle punt with 4:31 left to go in the first. Let's do a house roofing game reset. Both teams have had 1 offensive possession. Both teams have punted. Indianola, after the touchback, will take over on their own 20-yard line scoreless. Both teams their full complement of McCoy True Value timeouts. And now Indianola starts their 2nd possession. If it's time for a reset on your commercial or residential roof, call on the local experts at House Roofing, your trusted neighbors for quality workmanship and guaranteed satisfaction. 1st and 10, Indianola, a penalty hurt their previous drive. Double wide receivers right, none to the left. Handoff, Pontier tries the right side. He's got room to run. He bounces it out to the 25. He has the sideline to the 30, to the 35-yard line. We'll see where the final spot is, the 37. And Jake Pontier with a 17-yard rush.
And he just hurdled the training table on the sidelines as a little exclamation point there and got a big extra round of applause from this homecoming crowd.
Officially a gain of 16 for the homecoming king. 3 rushes, 28 yards for Jake Pontier. 4:24 left to go. Quarter number 1, clock stopped. Double wide receivers right, none to the left for Asher Brick in the shotgun. Pontier behind him again. Going in motion is Mitchell Bauer. Handoff. Pontier tries the left side. He's got King out setting the edge for him, but Carlisle swallows him up as he pushes forward up near the 40-yard line. As he cuts back upfield, they're going to mark him just shy. We'll give him the 40 for stat-keeping purposes, and it's a gain of 4 for Pontier, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Pontier was putting Logan Turner out in front of him, trying to create a hole, and Carlisle just had too many defenders in there. They were able to swallow up the play.
Under 4 minutes to go, quarter number 1, nothing score, Indianola and Carlisle. A couple of score updates coming in. Double wide receivers, one left, one right. Brick throws towards the sideline, incomplete, intended for Kaufman on the far side, and it will be 3rd and a long 6. And that's the danger of passing in that scenario, Rob, is now it's 3rd and long, and you almost have to pass.
Yeah, you know, and this is a situation where maybe you could catch him with a delayed draw. You know, Carlisle, I think, is kind of expecting a pass here, and so maybe you try to throw a little different option at him.
Double wide receivers right for Indianola, Hilton and Graham. Parker Kaufman off to the left. King goes in motion from right to left. Brick in the shotgun, drops back. He throws it towards the sideline. It's going to be caught enough for a first down and staying on his feet. Just out of bounds, Jacob Graham makes the catch at the 49-yard line. A gain of 10 through the air on the out route for Brick to Jacob Graham for 11.
Yeah, and he toe tapped on the sideline there, and had he maybe had about 6 more inches, that he could have went to the house.
There's nobody out there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Indianola to do that double move that we love and we know that they can do. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kaufman maybe go for that right now. Carlisle does not have a lot of guys behind these corners. Brick in the shotgun. They hand off to Pontier. He tries the left side. Just going to burst through the line, get inside Carlisle territory to the 48-yard line. Nowhere else for him to go, and it's a gain of 2 for Jake Pontier. Sets up 2nd and 8.
Glavin in there on the stop for Carlisle, and he's a big fella in the middle there, but you know, an exciting play there. And again, we talked about it. I mean, a lot of athletes on this Indianola team can catch the football, and so in these situations when you're in those third and long, 3rd and passing situations, and you've got lots of guys who you feel comfortable throwing the ball to, it definitely helps your quarterback.
A couple of Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates we'll get to here in just a bit. Going in motion from left to right for Indianola is Hayden Schulte. He's going to get the jet sweep. He finds some room up the middle across the 45 to the 40. Stays on his feet. He just stepped out of bounds. He had to stop and look to the ref to see if he was still ready to go, but he gets up to the 36 for a gain of 12.
Kind of reminded me of when he plays basketball, and every now and then he looks after he makes contact with a defender and says, did I foul? So same kind of thing there.
He was trying. Gain of 12 through the air. That is a push pass from Brick to Schulte, and it goes for 12. 2:50 to go, quarter number 1. 1st and 10. Indianola marching inside Wildcats territory. Brick, double wide receivers left, one to the right. Pontier next to him. Quarterback keeper, Brick up the middle, gets a block from Pontier, pushes forward, and Brick falls forward to around the 31-yard line. A gain of 5 for Asher Brick on the carry, and it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you'll take that on first down if you can get 5 yards, and now you've got, you know, 2 plays really to get yourself those 5 yards, and so it opens up the playbook just a little bit on 2nd down.
Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Cedar Rapids Xavier 6, Pella nothing, Newton 6, Marshalltown nothing. Both first quarter scores. Same formation for Indianola. Brick in the shotgun. Looks left towards the sideline. Caught. Graham again at the 25. Evades one defender. Stays on his feet enough for a first down up to the 21-yard line. Another gain of 10 for Jacob Graham, and the Indianola offense is rolling.
And you know what? Jacob Graham likes the home cooking at Indianola Stadium, because 2 weeks ago against Norwalk, he had a big game also.
Yeah, and had the best catch of probably the year so far against Urbandale that saved the game in game 1 of the season. So coming up clutch here is Graham. And then Mr. Rick Wilson listening at home. So thanks to Rick for tuning in. 1:45 to go here in the first. Brick in the shotgun. Handoff. Pontier right side. He's going to burst through the 15 to the 10. Stays on his feet. No, he's tripped up. And it will be 1st and goal. Indianola. Flag on the play, however, at the 20-yard line. And this one might be coming back. It is going to be a legal procedure on Indianola.
Okay,
so someone must have been out of formation somewhere, and 1st and 10 turns into 1st and 15. Wipe away about a 12, 13-yard gain.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough break, too, because Indianola was knocking on the doorstep. That's the 3rd penalty tonight, all on offense, and, you know, killing drives.
3rd penalty for 15 yards so far for Indianola. First and 15 at the Carlisle 26-yard line. Brick in the shotgun. Hands off, Brick. Or Pontier right side, finds some room, stays on his feet, bowls over a defender across the 20-yard line, and Jake Pontier giving it out tonight to the 19 for a gain of 7.
Yeah, it was 2-on-2 there. Number 2 for Indianola against number 2, Anden Fernall for Carlisle there. And Jake lowered his shoulder and said, "I will not be denied."
Minute 21 left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 score. Indianola Carlisle. It is Newton 12, Marshalltown 0. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update coming in. 2nd and 8 for Indianola at the Carlisle 19-yard line. Their first trip inside the red zone. Brick in the shotgun. Pontier right side again, has to cut back. Carlisle waiting for this one as they give him the 17-yard line for a gain of 2. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Okay, but again, the penalties ended up pushing us into this situation where now all of a sudden you've got to get this 3rd and 6. And again, we talked about it in the pregame. You don't want to leave points on the board. Aiden Keller's got a strong leg. Not worried about him drilling a field goal from this distance. But you want a touchdown. We've had the ball for over 3.5 minutes now. You want to put 6 on the board.
Under 45 seconds to go, quarter number 1. Brick in the shotgun, double wide receivers left, one to the right, drops back, looks out. They're going to throw across the middle. Caught! 5, touchdown! Indianola into the end zone. Parker Kaufman showing up again, and Indianola strikes from 22 yards out.
And who's always open right there?
Hey,
I'm telling you that.
Who's always open, presented by Godfather's Pizza Express. Parker Kaufman over the last half has just been wide open for Indianola. Godfather's Pizza Express with 2 convenient locations in Indianola and 1 in Martinsdale. Fresh hot pizza available until 10 p.m. nightly. Indy North and Indy West locations open 24 hours a day for your convenience. And Indianola takes a 6-0 lead.
And Parker Kaufman wide open. That pass, that route was probably the same play call that they used against Pella last week where he got the touchdown late.
Extra point is up and extra point is in. Indianola scores the game's first touchdown. It's 7-0. 37.7 seconds to go in the quarter. Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
And Blake Financial. We help individuals, families, and businesses, both big and small, in 3 specific areas. The first is tax saving strategies. One of the best rates of return is saving on taxes. We also build comprehensive financial plans using our patented financial planning software. This allows our clients to live their best lives today while planning and preparing for the future. The final piece is estate preparation and estate protection. If you need some financial guidance or would like a second look at your plan, reach out to Stacy to schedule your free consultation.
It's the DeArmond Ford Kickoff Event. Score big on a new 2024 F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus a total savings of $8,250. Get a new 2024 Bronco Badlands with a total savings of $6,000 and special incentives on new Ford SUVs like the 2024 Ford Escape and Bronco Sport and the new 2024 Edge and Expedition with big savings. All at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
We're back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola kicks it off to the 20. It's going to be fielded by Carlisle. Back behind their 20 on the squib kick. And the Wildcats fielded at their own 19-yard line is where they will take over. 34.5 seconds to go. Quarter number 1.
You're listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network.
We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Indianola 7, Carlisle 0. An Asher Brick to Parker Kaufman 22-yard connection puts Indianola out in front.
80-yard drive, 4 minutes, and 6 on the board with the extra point makes it 7. And, that's exactly what we need to do.
And multiple third down conversions on that drive, too, which is key.
Overcame, the drive killer, the penalty.
Yep. All right,
Great
first
job.
and 10, Carlisle from their own 18-yard line. They were forced to punt on their first possession. Nordhagen gets the handoff. He gets across the 20 to the 21-yard line for a gain of 3 for the Wildcats.
Traditional 3 yards in a cloud of dust, or rubber pellets, as it may be.
Mason Lucas, and on the carry. So Mason Lucas for 3 yards.
And it looks like Noah Nolan just came off the field limping a little bit. Hopefully he's okay for Carlisle.
I don't think we're going to get one more play. 5 seconds to go, quarter number 1. Hauk, 2 seconds. He's going to let it go, and that will end quarter number 1. Indianola 7, Carlisle nothing. We're staying right here inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Pella over Xavier 7-6. Pleasantville over Pella Christian 14-0. So Trojans really trying to get out ahead and stay out ahead against Pella Christian.
Yeah. Pella Christian, the way they've been struggling, though, this year, hanging in that football game.
Yes, absolutely. It's not, I mean, with Pella Christian, their tough schedule, they're never going to have any easy ones. I mean, They play PCM, probably a dome team in Class 2A. They play two-time defending state champion Grundy Center in Week 1, and it just doesn't get easier for the Eagles. So we know what type of program they are, and they're not having the start that they wanted, but if I'm Pleasantville, I'm not comfortable with a 14-point lead whatsoever.
No, we're not. Just like here, we're not comfortable with a 7-0 lead going into the second quarter. But honestly, all things considering, with the penalties that kind of seemed to derail us, to come out of that first quarter 7-0 ahead, defense getting some stops when they needed to. All things considered, we're feeling pretty good.
And I think at Carlisle 2nd and 7 from their own 21, they haven't had, barring the penalty, the 2nd and 4s, the 3rd and 2s that you just hate to see against an option wildcard team like this, or Wildcat team, excuse me, I should say, that you just know almost you're not going to get off the field if it's 3rd and 2. You need to find a way to make it 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, and they've done a good job of that so far.
Yep, Indians tackling by committee tonight, and it's great to see.
That defensive line for Indianola shorthanded, and we start quarter number 2, 2nd and 7. Hauk, handoff, left side, staying on his feet across the 25-yard line up to the 27. Is a gain of 6.
Looked like DeWall was in on the stop there for the Indians.
And I believe in on the tackle was Nolan, or in on the carry, I should say. It's again, so it is 3rd and 1, and that's not what Indianola wants to see, is the 3rd and 1 from the 27-yard line. Here come the Wildcats.
Indianola stacking the box here.
Hauk, hands off up the middle, pushing forward, and it's just going to get it. It's going to get to the 29-yard line for a gain of 2. And the Wildcats will move the chains for 2 more yards.
You know, good effort there by Indianola. Just, when it's, 3rd or 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, again, tough to stop. So here we go, 1st and 10 here. Another opportunity for Indianola to try to make something happen.
You like that 2-yard gain. You don't like it on a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. 11-10 to go before halftime. Indianola leading 7-0. Carlisle with the ball, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. They roll out right. Hauk looking down the field, faces pressure. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He's going to take a shot down the field. And Indianola, do they catch it? No, incomplete. Nearly getting the interception was Schulte. And it falls incomplete.
Yeah, he was falling to the ground there. Ball kind of came in and hit him in the breadbasket, if you will, and popped out. But that was definitely a risky decision by Haug there. He should have just thrown the ball away.
10:57 to go, quarter number 2. Carlisle with a 2nd and 10, and Hayden Schulte not giving up on that play, too. It looked like kind of a button hook, and the receiver was coming back. Schulte undercuts it, knocks it down, almost gets the interception.
Credit Indianola secondary for that play.
A broken play. Now Carlisle splits out 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 10. Haug under center has 1 running back next to him. Handoff, left side, Nolan. He's going to stay on his feet. He pushes forward. Good tackle for Indianola coming in. I believe making that tackle for Indianola was number 24, A.J. Pontier, and it will go for about 5 yards or so up to the 35. Gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to see some type of busted play again here, or get it in that backfield, get either a sack or stop the runner behind, a tackle for loss here, or something to maybe make that 4th down less desirable.
3rd and 4 for Carlisle. Same formation, double receivers left, 1 to the right. Indianola showing blitz. Vinny Anderson. Handoff. No, it's going to be incomplete, or flag whistling the play dead. False start on Carlisle, so the penalty bugaboo going the other way this time, and a 3rd and 4 and a completion. We don't know how it would have gone without the play whistled dead, but 3rd and 4 turns into 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Haug had a nice pass to Jack Norton there across the middle, and he was going for some yardage there. So definitely a fortunate break for Indianola. hopefully they can capitalize 3rd and 9 here.
Indianola making some changes. Carson Keller, I believe, coming off the field really quick after seeing some time plugging up that middle. Now it'll be 3rd and 9 for Carlisle at their own 30-yard line. 9:55 to go. Quarter number 2. Indianola leading 7-0. Haug rolls out right, has his receiver. It's caught. It's not enough for a first down. Stays on his feet, however. Indianola can't bring him down, and it's a first down. Carlisle up to the 43, 44-yard line. And that is what Coach Kluver hates to see, is a tackle behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd down, and you can't complete it, and the Wildcats get a 13-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Yeah, that's a tough one because it looked like they'd had him wrapped up there, and they were holding on for dear life, and somehow they were just Carlisle was able to make that happen. And credit Carlisle for a good play here, and let's, regroup.
9:30 to go, quarter number 2. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Double receivers right, one to the left. Carlisle on the right hash mark, moving from left to right. Running back goes in motion. Handoff up the middle is Nordhagen. He's hit from behind this time and taken down as he crosses the 45 to the 46, a gain of 3. Good tackle that time. Max Wedmore in on the tackle, and it's 2nd and 7.
Looks like Pontier was in on that stop as well, and showing some good sportsmanship, helping up the Carlisle player. And again, these guys are competitive and stuff, but you can always tell that these Indianola players are well coached and have great sportsmanship.
A lot of
as well.
respect both ways in this matchup. 8:48 left to go, quarter number 2. 2nd and 7 for Carlisle. Haug under center. He's got Nordhagen behind him. Handoff up the middle, though, a keeper by Haug, and he goes nowhere. Great read. Logan Turner busts it up the middle, and then stopping it for Indianola, Gabby King, making his first start at linebacker, stops it right there for a gain of 1, and it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Gabby King doing whatever the coaching staff needs him to do, and big play there by Gabby.
Logan Turner swallowed up Nordhagen, and King just waited there for Haug and just made the play, and Haug just dove forward, realizing that wasn't much there to get. 3rd and 6 from their own 47-yard line. They need the 47 of Indianola for a first down. Haug drops back to pass, faces pressure, rolls out to his right, looks downfield. He's hit and taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and long, maybe a yard or so, but multiple Indianola Indians on in pressure, and good to see back on the field. It looks like Charlie Radosevic.
Yeah, I was just about to say Radosevic in on the stop there. Haven't seen him for a little bit, and good to see him back out on the field, as you mentioned. And I was worried about maybe there might be a late flag coming in there. Fortunately, that didn't happen.
I don't think the pursuing Indianola defenders expected Haug to kind of go down the way he did. He looked like he slipped or just dove forward. Carlisle forced a punt. Indianola puts pressure on it, but doesn't really get close. Fair catch called for at the 21, 22-yard line by Vinny Anderson. And the Indianola defense answers the call. They take over for their first time in the second quarter, leading 7-0, 7:19 to go, quarter number 2. Let's do a house roofing game reset. Indianola scored on a 22-yard connection from Asher Brick to Parker Kaufman for the game's only score. Indianola leads 7-0, both teams with their full complement of McCoy True Value timeouts, and we're 7 minutes and 19 seconds to go until halftime. AM 1320, FM 94.3, KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola.
Over a 5-minute drive there for Carlisle results in a punt.
And that's so a 5-minute drive to midfield.
Correct, right, yeah, no, absolutely. But that's what we talked about. Now, Carlisle chewed up a lot of clock there and came away with nothing for it.
I don't know if Indianola is going to have to call a timeout. The play clock down to 2, and we're going to get a McCoy True Value timeout called by Coach Kluver. I don't know if there was miscommunication or a substitute issue, or they just want to talk things through. Couple Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Cedar Rapids Xavier reclaims the lead over Pella 13-7, and Melcher Dallas leads Twin Cedars 12-6, 17 seconds to go before halftime. So we're in a McCoy True Value timeout. Let's give away our fan of the game, presented by Downey Tire Pros, Amanda Lindeberg.
All right, Amanda.
Amanda is our fan of the game, presented by Downey Tire Pros. Amanda has won a $50 gift certificate. So if you'd like to be our fan of the game, stop by Downey Tire Pros to register. Then listen to our next Indianola football broadcast to see if you're our fan of the game, presented by locally owned Downey Tire Pros, your home for hassle-free service in Indianola.
You know what? I think I need to stop by Downey Tire Pro and throw my name into the hat.
Well, that's the drawback of working with me, Rob, and there are many. you are ineligible, and that's,
Oh,
I gotta say, that's one day when I'm not doing this any longer, I'm just going to enter these contests.
Yes. I'm stuffing the ballot box.
It's a life goal. All right, Indianola offense 1st and 10 at their own 22. Coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Brick in the shotgun. Pontier next to him. Going in motion from left to right is Mitchell Bauer. Brick in the shotgun. Handoff. Pontier tries the left side. Tries to get the corner. Carlisle in pursuit. He ducks under the defenders and falls down up to the 25-yard line. Good pursuit by the Wildcats, but Pontier making something out of nothing for a 3-yard gain.
Indianola wide receiving core doing a nice job there finishing blocks. Parker Kaufman was still out there blocking in the secondary, hoping to spring Pontier loose.
Under 7 minutes to go, half number 1. Indianola leading 7-0. Carlisle will get the ball to start quarter number 3. Indianola would love to go up 2 scores for that moment.
I'd love to see about a 7-minute drive here for Indianola.
2nd down and 7 at their own 25-yard line. Double wide receivers out right is Graham and Bauer. Now the tight end King going in motion, fakes the handoff. Pontier, now Brick, rolling out. He goes to his left. He looks down the field. He's got his receiver towards the sideline. Was that picked up by King? No, incomplete. It was intended for Bauer, or Gabby King over there. And it will be 3rd down and 7.
You know, and that's the second time we've seen Asher Brick flushed out of the pocket, and he's still able to make a play. But the first time it actually went for a 1st down and then was called back because of the penalty for the illegal receiver downfield. But, you know, again, we talk about Asher Brick really starting to come into his own. He's making good decisions there. You know, that one didn't work out, but really staying with the play until he can't. And so I like to see that.
The difference between Brick at Urbandale and Brick at Pella was night and day, and that's to be expected making your first start.
Yep.
3rd and 7 at their own 25-yard line. Brick in the shotgun, drops back to pass, fakes, pump fakes, now rolls out to his right, looks down the field towards the sideline, caught enough for a 1st down up to the 33, and then a little bit more is Rylan Hilton as he jukes the defender across the 40-yard line to the 43 for a gain of 18.
Almost identical. Asher flushed out of the pocket, had to roll right. You know, he's a left-handed thrower and still making a great throw. Rylan Hilton doing yards after the catch. Great pitch and catch right there.
6:06 to go, half number 1, quarter number 2. Indianola leading 7-0, 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. And Indianola getting yards through the air will go inside the numbers presented by Fellows and Blake Financial, but Asher Brick finding success there. Pitch play going up. It's going to be Hilton. Hit from behind. Stays on his feet. He's going to keep pushing forward across the 45-yard line. Rylan Hilton. These Indianola runners refusing to give up. Gets up to the 47 for a gain of 4.
Jacob Cruz might have to get an assist on that because he was giving him a little push forward. I love to see it.
2nd and a long 5.5 yards. We'll give him 4 again for the stat keeping purposes, but it is right across the 47-yard line. 5:20 to go, quarter number 2. Brick in the shotgun, Pontier next to him, who hasn't seen much action here. Now rolls out, throws towards the sideline. Caught Jacob Graham shy of the 1st down, but across midfield to the 48. Gain of 5 sets up 3rd and 1.
Actually, just a little bit more of a favorable spot there. Kind of gave him a half a yard on the spot by the referee there.
Thought that it was going to be around the 49, maybe midfield, but they give him the 48. And 3rd and 1 is where Indianola wants to be. Time ticking down, quarter number 2, 4:50 and counting.
And if you're Indianola, you love this pace right here. Just keep moving the sticks, doing your things, putting yourself into these 3rd and manageables, and let's get some points on the board.
3rd and 1. We haven't heard Jake Pontier's name for a while. I have to imagine we're going to see it here. Pontier, handoff up the middle. Pushes forward enough for the 1st down. Not much more than that. And no, I don't know if he's going to get it. It's going to be very close if it is. Carlisle saying no, but the spot will come out at around the 47-yard line.
Man, that's going to be close.
That's going to be very close, and they're going to come out and measure. I think it's short, Rob.
I think you're right, Andrew. It's going to be interesting to see, but I think you're right.
Officials timeout as they come out to measure. It looks like half a nose length, and this might be Andrew DeWall, quarterback keeper up the middle, or the tush-push play, but they're measuring right now. And it is short by half a foot, and not even.
Indianola bringing in the big bodies here. Here
DeWall's
comes
going in.
Yeah.
So DeWall's in at quarterback.
Carlisle is a big physical team. This is not a given by any means.
Here we go. This is a big play in this football game right here.
DeWall in at quarterback. He's got King and Pontier I formation behind him. Handoff. Pontier pushes forward. He gets the first down across the 45-yard line to the 44. Needs one, gains 4, and Indianola moves the chains on 4th and 1.
I think DeWall's shadow was enough to scare him into that first down, but
if he play actions and runs that out the other way, I mean, he's still running. So
yeah.
Carlisle had to wait for it, and that just means 1 or 2 less guys against Pontier, and that's more than enough.
Yep.
All right. Indianola. Brick back into the game. 4 wide receivers set. Pontier next to him. 1st and 10, and Indianola jumps. No, they're going to get the Wildcats to jump, excuse me.
Well, 1st and 5 is always more attractive.
3:39 left to go, quarter number 2. Indianola trying to go up 2 scores heading into halftime, leading 7-0, and now the penalties even, I believe, for both teams at 3 apiece.
This is only our 5th possession of the half.
Yep.
Indianola, this is their 3rd possession. Carlisle's had 2, both resulting in punts, and Indianola had 1 punt and 1 touchdown. So we're getting the game we expected.
Double wide receivers left, 1 on the right for Brick on 1st and 5. Going in motion is Hilton. They hand off to Pontier left side this time. Carlisle reads it well, but Pontier's too tough to bring down. Indianola fans want a horse collar. They're not going to get one. Pontier got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, and Coach Kluver out there trying to assist the referees with the call. Not going to get it, and it's a gain of 1, sets up 2nd and 4.
I think the word you were looking for was gentle suggestion. So that sure looked like a horse collar from back here.
You see him down there.
Coach Kluver's demonstrating for the referee down there. So didn't get the call, so here we go, 2nd and 4.
We'll get him a striped shirt so he can make that call himself. 2nd and 4 after the 1-yard rush by Jake Pontier. Brick in the shotgun. King goes in motion from left to right. Handoff. Pontier again tries the left side. This play is whistled dead, and we're going to get a legal procedure on Indianola, and the 2 teams just trading penalties right now, Rob. Not what Coach Kluver wants to see. Already 4 penalties on the Indians.
Yeah, and I'm already regretting bringing it up in the pregame show because, just a bad omen. But Jacob Graham and the Carlisle secondary getting a little chippy out there too. So, I think the heat is starting to get to folks out there on the field, and this should be entertaining the last 2 minutes of the half.
2:13 to go in quarter number 2, and Indianola leads 7-0, 2nd and 9 from their own 43-yard line. 1 wide receiver out to the right is Kaufman. 1 to the left is Hilton. Brick fakes the handoff. They throw it out. Caught. King out of the backfield. Keeps his hands on it. Juggles it around for a little bit, but it's only up to the 40-yard line for a gain of 3. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, I like 3rd and 6 better than 3rd and 9. Gabby King with a really nice reception there. Had to really concentrate and juggled that ball, but still maintained possession and didn't fumble the ball.
McCoy True Value timeout taken by Carlisle this time on a 3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line of Carlisle. And this is in the no man's land here, Rob. If you get 3-4 yards here, you're probably going for it. So we'll just wait and see. And Indianola doesn't have to dial up the 10-yard play here on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, no, I like that, and I think you're right. And, the nice thing is the flag is barely waving out there. And, you do have the Aiden Keller option also on the table. And 10-0 sounds better than 7-0.
Still
right?
2 scores.
Still a 2-score game. And so Indianola definitely has some options. So it's going to be interesting to see what offensive coordinator Mitch Curtis decides to do here. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Indianola say, hey, we don't have to get it all on 3rd down.
Couple Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates. Newton blowing out Marshalltown right now, 28-0. Not unexpected. Newton, a top 10 team. Marshalltown hasn't found a win. Pella back out in front over Xavier, 14-13. That one in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, that's exciting.
3rd and 6 at the Carlisle 40-yard line coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right for Brick. Indianola in their home purples. King goes in motion, now goes back to the left side. Brick drops back to pass, looks down the field towards the sideline, has his receiver caught open at the 30-yard line, enough for a 1st down. And the pass is complete to Rylan Hilton to the 29-28-yard line for a gain of 12.
and great play call there. Couldn't speak, but nice designed little rollout. Ryland heading for the sideline there, and just makes a great catch there. And so first down, and more importantly, the clock keeps ticking, and now we're getting close to the red zone.
4 catches for Ryland Hilton for 37 yards in this first half, as Asher Brick found a new favorite target. It's the flavor of the week. 1:43 to go, quarter number 2. Trips receivers to the right, Pontier behind Brick. Brick tries a double move. He's got Bauer deep if he can find him, but he couldn't find him. Now he dumps it off to the right side, and now Kaufman with plenty of room to run stays across his feet to the 15, down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 16 from Brick to Kaufman. Bauer had a step, but Brick was flushed out and couldn't find him.
Yeah, but credit Asher there. He was able to recognize that the coverage just wasn't what he needed, and was able to check down. And Parker Kaufman, I don't think he liked your last comment that Ryland Hilton was maybe the flavor of the week there, Andrew. So.
Well, Kaufman does have the touchdown, so maybe it was premature, because Kaufman's now up to 38 yards himself on 2 catches.
Hey, I like chicken on my pizza.
1:18 left to go, quarter number 2. Double wide receivers left, one on the right. Asher Brick in the shotgun with Jake Pontier. Going in motion from right to left is Vinny Anderson. He catches the sweep pass. He's going to try and swing it all the way around. Crosses the 15. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that. Vinny Anderson nowhere to go on that pass from Asher Brick.
And now clock does become a little bit of an issue. Obviously you want to put 6 on the board, and so you want to make sure you've got enough time to do that.
Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Nope, just asking for a score, not getting a score. 43 seconds to go before halftime. Indianola 2nd and 10. 2 McCoy True Value timeouts. 1 wide receiver left and right. Graham to the left, Anderson to the right. Brick in the shotgun. Looks left, tries a double move. Looks for Graham, can't find him. Now Brick nowhere to go. He's just going to go down back at the 16-yard line, and McCoy True Value timeout going to be called, and that's a maturity quarterback movement or moment for Asher Brick. Toss it out of bounds. You're outside of the pocket. It's incomplete, and you save yourself 4 or 5 yards on that one. Now it's 2nd down or 3rd down and 10, 3rd down and 14, with 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, and it looked like Asher was unsure of where he was at, like you talked about being in the pocket, because if you're in the pocket and you throw the ball away, it's intentional grounding. You get outside the pocket and you're able to dump it off. So I think he just kind of maybe lost that sight of, am I in the pocket or am I not? And obviously the play just dropped on him.
And you have to take a McCoy True Value timeout. And I mean, if you throw that out of bounds, you get to save that. And I know it's kind of nitpicky here, but we've seen Asher go from, the 1 of 6 start at Urbandale to a really great second half against Pella, and quite frankly, a really great first half here today as well. And that's kind of that next step.
We're at we're 6 seconds short of a 7-minute drive to close out a half in a 1-score game. So you got to be real pleased with that. So let's see how this finishes here.
I've got Jake Pontier for 3 carries for 8 yards this entire second quarter, and this is Indianola's drive in the second quarter. 3rd and 14. Brick in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Pontier. Looks, throws, screen. Pontier caught at the 10. Has blockers out in front to the 5. Stays on his feet. Dives to the end zone. Holds court to the end zone. Homecoming king. And Jake Pontier from 16 yards out scores to celebrate in his kingdom.
Oh, man. And there it was. You've been waiting the whole game for that. And you know what? 17 seconds left. Indianola 7 minutes and 2 seconds drive. The length of the field, 78 yards for a touchdown. And if you're Indianola, you just couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. And what a finish.
Hold off. Out at the 1.
Oh.
It's 1st and 10. Indianola, 17.5 seconds to go. DeWall under center. Hands it off. Pontier pushes forward. Does he dive for the end zone? This time he's in. We'll just go ahead and repeat the whole thing. Hold court in the end zone. Jake Pontier, homecoming king, scores. And it's 13-0.
Okay, I take back what I said. It was a 7-minute and 6-second drive, but everything else holds true.
Talk about anticlimactic. One referee signaled touchdown, and I just ran with it. The other referee said no, he was out at the 1, and here comes Aiden Keller for the kick. It's up, and it's in. We'll stay here with 13.5 seconds to go before halftime. Indianola leading 14-0. Jake Pontier, crowned homecoming king, and finds himself with a 1-yard rush into the end zone.
Yeah, great job there, and Indianola just dominated that drive, and man, I've just come away so impressed with this offense. You kind of made the correlation between the Urbandale game, and now we're 3 games past Urbandale, and this offense just looks completely different. And man, they are just dominating time of possession. They're dominating the line of scrimmage, and they're just attacking the areas. They're taking what the defense has given them. They're checking down on reads, and for the most part, Asher's been able to kind of make some magic happen on when plays are broke down, whether it's the coverage or the line play. So great job by Indianola's offense here.
All right. Well, I apologize for going early on the. I was so excited to do it, and the referee, I didn't realize they were talking about it. I just saw him raise his hands. So
well, you and probably 3/4 of the stadium felt the same way, and unfortunately, the first call wasn't the right one, but the second one, Jake Pontier said, "Hey, I'm going to make that up to Andrew."
Aiden Keller, pooch kicks it, up to the 30-yard line, fielded by Carlisle. Under 10 seconds to go in the half, 9 seconds. Carlisle will have decent field position at their own 36-yard line. Indianola leads 14-0. Here's a spicy Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Norwalk 14, ADM 7. It's number 4, ADM. The Warriors out in front.
Okay. Well, they're, getting some good game film for the ADM. The upcoming opponent will be at ADM in a couple weeks. So that's going to be a fun one. Always a tough game against them.
All right, 14-0 Indianola over Carlisle, 9 seconds to go. Wildcats, Hal rolls out to his left. He's going to be looking down the field. He's going to take a shot. Indianola into double coverage, and that one nearly intercepted but dropped, and there's still 1.3 seconds to go. And down the field,
looked like it was Vinny Anderson.
Vinny Anderson had the chance to get his first INT, and it will fall incomplete, and Carlisle, probably that's their shot. And we'll probably at least run one more play. I'd imagine they're going to run this one and go into halftime.
Yeah, I would think so. And, you don't want, if you're Carlisle, you don't want to make a mistake here that ends in a pick 6.
So the Wildcats took their shot down the field. And, yeah, they're going to be in the kneel formation here. And Haug will kneel it down. And that will do it for half number 1. Indianola leads 14-0. 2 long drives finding Pater, Jake Pontier, and Parker Kaufman. Halftime coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KMIA.
When it comes to insurance, it seems like the options are never-ending and sometimes confusing. That's why I rely on the experts that have been doing this way before my time. Weinman Insurance in Indianola.
Hi, this is Denise with the Weinman Insurance team in Indianola. Weinman Insurance has been providing protection to customers for over 125 years. We work with companies such as Nationwide. Whether it be personal or business, contact us today for an insurance comparison or visit us at WeinmanInsurance.com. That's WEINMAN insurance.com.
For nearly 4 decades, Indianola Mechanical has been providing expert HVAC and plumbing services in Indianola, Carlisle, Norwalk, and surrounding communities. At Indianola Mechanical, they're passionate about solving problems and restoring peace, order, and comfort to your home. The next time you need reliable heating, cooling, or plumbing services, contact Indianola Mechanical for prompt, efficient service with a smile and commitment to doing the job right. Check them out at IndianolaMechanical.com or call 515-468-6155.
Severe weather season is upon us, and All-American Exteriors is here to help. If your home has recently suffered damage, contact Indianola's #1 roofing company today. Whether it's roofing, siding, doors, windows, or gutters, All-American Exteriors has been serving the local community for nearly 30 years. So for the highest quality materials installed by factory-trained craftsmen, count on All-American Exteriors. Visit their website, allamerican4u.com, or call 515-255-4872.
At Country Financial, they're more than just an office you may pass by driving through town. They're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. They take the time to get to know their clients. They know that every situation is unique, and their goal is to understand yours so they can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representative, Rob Keller, at 515-961-2351 to talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like. Shop McCoy True Value in Indianola this month during their Fall Home Refresh event. Give your yard some TLC with a 24-inch lawn and leaf rake by Green Thumb for just $11.99. It's lightweight, rust-proof, and has a 48-inch wood handle. Invite more birds to your backyard with Flyer's Choice 16-pound wild bird food for only $24.99. Great for attracting goldfinches, cardinals, chickadees, and more. Don't wait. Head to McCoy True Value and take advantage of these bargains and more while supplies last. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Hello, this is Superintendent Tara Paul, and I am honored to share the exciting vision of our Indianola Community School District. Here, our mission is simple. We are committed to excellence, preparing students for their future through quality staff and a strong community. Our district offers a wide range of opportunities designed to engage and inspire, from our outstanding athletic programs to a diverse selection of extraordinary extracurricular activities. Whether your child is passionate about sports, arts, music, drama, or academic clubs, there is a place for them here.
Life is best lived in Tire Pros will help keep you on the road, making sure you're ready for any adventure life throws your way. August 28th through September 23rd, get up to $60 Visa reward card or Visa virtual prepaid card after an online submission on purchases of 4 or more new Michelin passenger or light truck tires totaling $900 or more. Tire purchases including $899.99 or less get $40. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can continue to explore the unfamiliar. Visit online today. Tire Pros, love the drive. See store for complete details. Offer ends 9/23/24. Offered where prohibited.
Indianola Physical Therapy has been providing expert care for Indianola and Warren County residents for the past 20 years. Matt DeWall and his team of 8 therapists provide specialized care in orthopedics, sports medicine, pediatrics, pelvic health, Parkinson's, vertigo, and more. They're looking forward to the next 20 years providing the best physical therapy in the area. Indianola Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of the community of Indianola and Indianola athletics and activities.
Welcome to halftime coverage live on 94.3 KNIA. We'll crank up the crowd mic and allow the Pride of Indianola Marching Band here to get going as soon as they are ready. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swatter. Indianola football leading 14-0 over Carlisle. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Fellows in Blake Financial. Indianola leading 14-0. An Asher Brick to Parker Kaufman 22-yard connection in the first quarter, and an Asher Brick to Jake Pontier 16-yard connection to get down to the 1, what we thought was a touchdown. Followed up by a Jake Pontier 1-yard rush for Indianola to lead 14-0. Jake Pontier 11 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown. Asher Brick, the story of the first half, 13 of 16, 132 yards and a score for Asher.
Yeah, and again, we kept talking about it. I feel like I keep repeating it, but man, he has made so much progress in just 4 games.
Absolutely. So we're going to wait and wait for the band to get going, but one thing we should know, Bob Kling making his last announcement tonight as for the Pride of Indianola Marching Band.
Yeah, Bob's an institution and really gave his heart and soul to the Pride of Indianola and to the Indianola community, and such a great supporter of these students and their endeavors, whether it be athletics or fine arts.
And Welcome to the Afterlife is their show, so we'll crank up the crowd mic and we'll get back to football here soon.
Drum majors Jordan Levan, Catherine Peck, Kelsey Peterson, and Peyton Wilbur. Is the Pride of Indianola Marching Band ready? Band, you may take the field. Let's hear it for the Pride. Once again, ladies and and gentlemen, let's give it up for our very own pride of Indianola Marching Band. The Pride of Indianola Marching Band will be in action at the North Central Marching Invitational at Fort Dodge on September 28th. The band is also in the process of wrapping up their annual band card sale. They're available for purchase at Indy 66 North, Indy 66 West, and Jiffy Express.
All right, we're coming back. That was the Pride of Indianola Marching Band. Indianola football leading Carlisle 14-0 at halftime. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Pride of Indianola Marching Band again. What a great show.
They always give a varsity performance.
Yes,
I'm just always blown away by the talent that these young artists present, and just the coordination, and you know, they have quite a playbook too, and it's impressive.
Absolutely. So we'll again continue to break down the first half. Indianola leading Carlisle 14-0. Back after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Professionals in Indianola, your smile is in good hands. Combining a calm atmosphere with the latest technology, Dental Professionals is a place where patients receive the highest level of dental care they need and deserve. Dental Professionals would like to welcome their newest dentist, Dr. Juliana Ardilla, to their experienced team. Dr. Ardilla joins Drs. Gary Jacobson and John Vespa in September, anticipating the December retirement of Dr. Jacobson. Dental Professionals has been serving the community for over 40 years and is a proud supporter of Indianola athletics.
Let's talk comfort. Are you comfortable in your life, your family, your career? Most people are. Are you comfortable in your house? I mean, is your home cool in the summer and warm in the winter? Does your home comfort system do what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it? If you can't say yes, you need to contact Heinz Mechanical. Heinz Mechanical is your premier Lennox home and commercial comfort experts. You've probably seen their big white and red trucks in your area. When you see a Heinz Mechanical truck, you know it means trust, reliability, and comfort in your home. They sell only the best in service, all brands. Call 515-337-2074. Heinz Mechanical, service done right.
Your next leasing experience should deliver maintenance-free, stress-free living in the communities with conveniences. Arcading Properties' pet-friendly communities cater to everyone from young professionals to families and downsizers. Our leasable townhomes offer a private front door and attached garage conveniently located near your workplace. It's the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Trade apartment living for your new townhome lifestyle. At Kading, we make leasing easy. Visit kadingproperties.com to view available townhomes near you and discover why Kading Properties is the perfect fit for your lifestyle.
Accidents can happen every day and to anyone, from first-time drivers to drivers who have spent their life on the road. Don't let an accident ruin your day. Smith's Collision Center in Indianola is prepared to help you whenever an accident may occur and is ready to get you back on the road in no time. If you have been in an accident and need your vehicle repaired, take it to Smith's Collision Center, located at 710 East 2nd Avenue in Indianola, and let Jeff and his crew do it right for you. Smith's Collision Center, a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics.
Welcome back to halftime coverage live on 94.3 KNIA. They are announcing, this is Bob Kling's final night of announcing the Pride of Indianola Marching Band, and what a nice job he's done. You were talking about it in the break, synonymous with the halftime performances of the Pride of Indianola Marching Band.
Yeah, all you can say is legacy. You know, Bob's such a great supporter of the fine arts here in Indianola and of the Pride of Indianola, and his voice literally is synonymous with the Pride of Indianola. I've been here just short of 25 years, and I remember my first football season in Indianola hearing Bob Kling's voice on the Pride of Indianola, and it's definitely going to be weird to not hear his voice on there. And you know, I know countless students that turned into band parents themselves, you know, have heard his voice and heard the support and the way he drummed up the crowd to support the Pride of Indianola Marching Band, and what a legacy he's leaving behind. Thank you, Bob.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Rob. We're going to take a very brief timeout. I need to go grab my phone, which was making some recordings over there. We'll be back for halftime coverage after this. Indianola leading Carlisle 14-0.
TRM Disposal provides residential and commercial trash collection for Indianola, Milo, Lacona, most of Warren County, and parts of eastern Madison County. They also offer recycling service for commercial clients and temporary rental of dumpsters and roll-offs. TRM Disposal prides themselves on being a local, female-owned company and making customer service their #1 priority by treating everybody as their neighbor. For more information or to begin service, call 515-962-2014 or find them online at trmdisposal.com. Attention job seekers, Cementech in Indianola is now hiring for various positions. Join their team and enjoy competitive pay and amazing perks. Say goodbye to medical insurance deductions because they offer free medical insurance premiums. No payroll deductions. Cementech is also 100% employee owned, which means you'll receive annual stock grants to grow your retirement savings. They also award annual educational scholarships to the children of employees. Visit them today at cementech.com/careers and be part of the Cementech family in Indianola.
Halftime coverage continues live on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network. Heinz Mechanical, your premier Lennox dealer in Warren County, service done right.
In the second half, we're looking for our Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by All-American Exteriors. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Indianola football leading 14-0 over Carlisle. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates. Pella leads Xavier 21-13 at halftime. And Melcher Dallas Twin Cedars tied at 12 in the third quarter. Pleasantville holding on, a 20-13 lead now over Pella Christian. Norwalk leading ADM 21-7 at halftime. Good news for Indianola. I know ADM was coming on strong. And Newton leads Marshalltown 35-0 at the halftime break. So that scores from around the area. Indianola set to kick it off. Any thoughts coming into the second half?
Limit penalties and continue to find stops.
Aiden Keller will boot it deep this time. Carlisle fields it at their own 19-yard line. Wildcats in their away white jerseys. They're going to be stopped and hit back at the 25. Multiple Indianola defenders led on special teams play by A.J. Pontier will get the stop, and Carlisle takes over at around their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, you had 7 purple jerseys in on the stop there, and so, you know, you got to love the tackle by committee on defense and special teams.
I believe Whalen also in on the tackle for Indianola on that one. 1st and 10, Carlisle at their own 26-yard line, Wildcats moving from left to right in their away white and red uniforms. Carlisle, handoff. Nordhagen, left side, bottled up by Indianola. Nowhere to go, up to the 28-yard line, just a gain of 2. And it is 2nd and 8.
Nice stop there. Charlie Radosevich in on the stop along with Andrew DeWall. So nice start to the second half for Indianola's defense.
2 yards a carry you'll take against any team, but especially against Carlisle, who I might have missed one in there. I don't believe they completed a pass in that first half.
I don't think so either.
2nd down and 8. Carlisle with Haug under center. 3 running backs behind him. They go back to Nordhagen, left side. This time he finds a little bit more room before he's brought down across the 30-yard line to the 33. It is a gain of 5, setting up 3rd and 3. Indianola leading 14-0, 11:06 and counting. And Nordhagen gets another 5 yards. And here comes a key 3rd down. If Indianola can get a stop and go up 3 scores, it's going to be really tough to come back from.
Yeah, no question there. And Indianola just ready for the run here, and Carlisle stacking hard.
Carlisle, 11 guys inside the tackle box. Nordhagen, same play, 3rd time in a row. He's going to push forward close to the 1st down, and I think he got it. Ryan Young in on the tackle along with Vinny Anderson, and a gain of 3 on 3rd and 3 will move the chains for Carlisle. 10:43 and counting to go, quarter number 3. And Carlisle with a 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of one of those things where in Carlisle, you know, they had a 4 or 5 minute drive that resulted in no points, and this has the same feel right now.
10:27, 1st and 10 in the 3rd quarter. Handoff left side this time, Nolan. He's going to rush forward. Great tackle by DeWall. Ball is out. Indianola might have jumped on it. Indianola signaling they have it, waiting for the refs. DeWall knocked the ball out. No signal from the referees yet. Carlisle ball. So DeWall knocked the ball out, and Carlisle will have it at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Man, a lot of excitement there. Takeaway definitely changes the complexion of this game, and so early in the second half.
I saw Pontier and I believe coming in, Carson Slora jumped near it, but looked like just nobody got it. And when there's that scrum, who knows what happens at the bottom, whoever kind of gets the angle on the ball with their arms. So 2nd and 10, no gain, dangerous for Carlisle. They spread it out this time. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Haug under center. He has Nolan going in motion, fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, intercepted! Going to the left side, across the middle, Vinny Anderson. And Indianola gets the turnover. Anderson holds on to this one. And they turn the tables on the Carlisle offense.
And Vinny Anderson was laying in wait. He was in coverage there in the zone and played off his man and kind of baited Haug into throwing that ball, and Haug responded and did it. Vinny made up for the interception he dropped at the end of the first half and said, I got mine.
Second interception by the Indianola defense this year. Ryan Young with the other one against Norwalk. Vinny Anderson, now Indianola, double wide receivers right, one to the left. Pontier behind Brick after the interception. Pontier, handoff, tries the right side, bounces it outside, gets a good block to the 25. Stiff arms the defender, stays on his feet to the 20, and a flag comes out. We might get a face mask on Pontier this time on the stiff arm. It was a great run by Pontier, but he looked like he touched the face mask of the Carlisle defender, and that used to be semi-legal. It was never necessarily legal, but this one's coming back. So the flag was thrown at the 23-yard line. It was a lot of running by Pontier, for not necessarily a lot of yards gained, and this one will go back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was a nice run. That's a hustle play. You could always be critical and nitpicky of penalties, but, he's trying to make something happen there, and the hand came up too high.
1st and 15 for Indianola now from their own 33, 9:25 to go, quarter number 1. Double wide receivers right, one to the left is Rylan Hilton. Now going in motion from right to left is Bauer. Brick tries a double move. He has Hilton over the middle, but just misses him. They faked it to Bauer on the double move. Both defenders go to Bauer. Hilton was wide open in the middle, but Brick just missed him, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, just misthrown ball there. I'm sure Asher would like to have that back. You like the play call there. Fortunately, it's still just 2nd down here, and you're still within Aiden Keller field goal range here.
Brick is putting some zip on the ball tonight, too. He's
that was
throwing it a lot harder. 9:13 to go, quarter number 3, 2nd and 15 for Indianola at the Carlisle 33. Low snap to Brick, rolling out to his left. He looks down the field, has his receiver caught at the 24, staying on his feet, going down the field this time, staying on his feet, still bounces off a defender, touchdown! Indianola into the end zone. Will Whalen, the tight end, bounces off the defender from 33 yards out.
Man, he just was like a bulldozer right there. He just kind of steamrolled his way right into the end zone. And, he knew it right there when he got to about the 3-yard line. He knew he was hitting 6.
He caught that at the 20, touched one guy, bounced right off him, and goes into the end zone for a score. Aiden Keller on for the touchdown, or for the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. We're going to go ahead. That is tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game. The Whalen to Brick to connection, Brick to Whalen connection. Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by All-American Exteriors, serving Iowa since 1998 with roofing, siding, doors, windows, and gutters, and 5-star service every time. Tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game puts Indianola up 21-0, 9:03 left to go in the 3rd.
And that was a big strike there. Another nice zinged pass by Asher Brick. He dropped back, made the read, made the throw, and then Will Whalen made it happen with the yards after the catch, and then just the brute force of getting into the end zone there. And man, I'm just so impressed with this Indianola offense tonight, and I think everybody in the stadium is too. They're operating at will right now, and funny I said will because of Will Whalen, but they are literally kind of just doing what they want to do tonight, and they're doing it very efficiently. And Coach Whalen talked about not leaving points on the field, and so far Indianola has not done that.
14 of 18 for 165 yards is Asher Brick right now, and that is just efficient when you need it to be the most. 9:03 to go. We're right where we were 3 minutes ago with Aiden Keller kicking off to Carlisle, who have to backpedal to get it all the way back at the 10-yard line and then stumbling across the 15, and there's a flag coming out. This one in the area of a block in the back, but I guess I didn't see anything egregious there, Rob. It was out before the tackle, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is.
Yeah, I was actually paying attention to the runner stumbling.
Block in the back,
yep.
On Carlisle. So the Wildcats were already at their own about 18-yard line. This one's going to go back even further.
Penalties, kind of an even bag tonight for both teams. But
too many for both teams.
Yep, but the nice thing for Indianola is, it hasn't derailed them at all from what they want to do, fortunately.
1st and 10 now at their own 8-yard line, 8:56 to go, quarter number 3. Indianola now leading 21-0.
A takeaway here would be huge, just a huge opportunity here.
Back at their own 8-yard line, Carlisle, 1st and 10. Haug under center, hands it off, up the middle. Looking good up the middle on the rush for the Wildcats was Mason Lucas. Boy, he was very shifty in there as he gets up across the 10 to the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 for Mason Lucas, and it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, dare I say it, kind of shades of Jake Pontier right there with the way he was spinning around. That was definitely a nice run by Lucas, and 2nd and 5 for Carlisle here.
The lateral movement across and the falling forward, very Pontier-like.
Yes.
2nd and 5 for Carlisle. Double running backs behind Haug under center. Delayed handoff. Nordhagen, left side. He's going nowhere for him to go. All up in there was A.J. Pontier and a couple other Indianola defenders. Ryan Young and Pontier, along with Carson Slora. And this one goes backwards for a loss of 2.
Wow, definitely just lowering the boom there, and Nordhagen nowhere to go. This is a favorable spot for Indianola if they could, at least hold them here and maybe force a punt, or best case scenario, get a takeaway right here. You like where the Indianola's at right now.
3rd and 7 from their own 11-yard line. Indianola leading 21-0. 7:40 to go. Quarter number 3. Haug, high snap, looks left side, tosses it towards the first down marker. Incomplete. The receiver had it, but bobbled it, and the hit from Ryan Young knocks it out. Ryan Young right now, to me, defensive MVP so far. I know Vinny Anderson had the pick, but it feels like Ryan Young is in on every single play right now.
He is just ball hawking tonight, and I'll tell you, throughout all 4 games so far this season, it seems like every single game we're calling out a different Indianola defender for ball hawking. You love to see that, and I'm sure the coaching staff does too.
Punting from their own end zone, nearly getting the block. Back to receive is Vinny Anderson at his own 44-yard line. Jukes a defender, finds Rumor on the left side. He crosses the 35-yard line to the 33, and we'll see if Indianola can put this one away. 7:25 to go, quarter number 3. Indianola taking over with great field position, and that's what you want to do against Carlisle, is force them to not be able to flip the field too, Rob. And Indianola with a 21-0 lead starting from the Carlisle 34-yard line.
Yeah, no, this is best case scenario to start the second half. First 5 minutes, Indianola scoring, and then getting Carlisle to get off the field. Nice
1st
job.
and 10, double receivers right and one to the left for Brick. Jake Pontier, homecoming king, gets the handoff. The Wildcats bottle it up, and he crosses basically back to the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere, and it's 2nd and 10.
I feel like Carlisle is definitely keying in on Jake Pontier, and I think that's what's opened up the rest of Indianola's passing game because of it. And
I think, Carlisle's kind of saying, if you're going to beat us, it's going to be through the air, and so far that's happened. But
Asher Brick answering the bell.
Trips wide receivers to the left for Indianola. Brick in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 from their own 30, or from the Carlisle 34. Brick rolls out to his left. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run. He's got some room across the 30-yard line to the 29. Good run there from Asher Brick. Wasn't necessarily a designed quarterback run, but I bet it's one of those reads where if nobody's open, just pull it down. You got receivers out in front, and it's a gain of 5.
Yeah, my heart did jump just a little bit. 44 Hayden Mowinkle in on the stop for Carlisle, and I felt like he brought his head down a little bit, not intentionally, but did scare me just a little bit there.
3rd down and 5. Brick, double wide receivers right, one to the left. 6:15 to go, quarter number 3. Next stoppage of play, we'll do a house roofing game reset, and we'll go inside the numbers presented by Fellows and Blake Financial. Brick, hands off. Pontier tries the middle. He's going to push forward. Does not get the first down to the 27-yard line. Gain of about 2 sets up 4th and 3, and decision time for the Indianola offense. And it looks like the field goal unit is coming on. Yep, there's Aiden Keller.
Yeah, this is going to set up to be about a 49-yarder. Yeah.
44 yards.
44 yards, yeah. 44 yards.
From the 34-yard line, a 44-yard field goal for Aiden Keller. Snap is good. Hold is good. The boot of Aiden Keller. Does it have the distance? No good. Wide right, it looks like. And Keller, great kick. No good, however, and the Wildcats will take over. Indianola can't take advantage of the flipped field, but Carlisle still with a long way to go. 5:26 left to go, quarter number 3.
Yeah, you know, Indianola there left points on the field. That's the first time tonight they've done that, but, you know, you always got to give the benefit of the doubt to Aiden Keller and his leg, and, you know, it just missed wide right. It had enough leg just to cross over that crossbar. So, but again, field is still flipped, and you like the way your defense is playing, so here we go.
5:26 to go in the third. The Wildcats offense feels like they have to do something here if they want to be able to come back against Indianola, and they're going to split 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Haug under center. Handoff up the middle. Indianola waiting for it. It does dive forward up to around the 24-yard line. That was Lucas again. And it will go for about 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Pick up a 4, brings up 2nd and 6.
So clock running, 5:03 and counting to go in the third. Let's do a house roofing game reset after this play. Algunner center rolls out, pitches out to the right. Indianola there, in to make the tackle. Great job! Max Wedmore comes in and makes the play and celebrates.
Man, he just lowered the helmet down and got him on the shoulder pads and drove him down. What a great play.
Knocked back down to the 21, a loss of 3. House roofing game reset, 3rd and 9 for Carlisle at their own 21-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Indianola leads 21-0 here on homecoming. That's a house roofing game reset.
You just can't help but feel like the defense is kind of on a mission. You know, they gave us some big plays last week against Pella, and tonight they have not given up the big play, and I hope I'm not giving the announcers jinx right there.
You did it earlier with the penalties. There's only so much you could do. So 4:08 to go. Haug rolls out to his left. He's going to look downfield. Good coverage. He's going to chuck it deep. Indianola's all over it, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage down the field again. That one from DeWall, getting his first start at safety. And Carlisle with a 4th and 9, down 21-0, deep inside their own territory. Don't see now we get the change in personnel, and the punt unit's coming on.
For half a second there, I thought they gave some consideration to going for it, and I'm like, oh boy. But nice stand by Indianola's defense yet again, forcing another punt for Carlisle here.
Vinny Anderson at his own 40-yard line. Both teams' special teams have been great so far tonight. Neither team with any mistakes, and another good punt coming out. It's going to go out of bounds, however, and Indianola will get it inside Carlisle territory again. 3:57 to go in the ball game, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Indianola leading 21-0. Let's check in on some Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates as you're listening to Indianola High School football on AM 1320, FM 94.3, KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians radio network. Indianola 1st and 10 at the Carlisle 42-yard line.
We had 6 drives in the first half. This is our 6th drive of the third quarter.
Brick drops back, throws left side towards the sideline, incomplete. Intended out for Mitchell Bauer. And it will be 2nd and 10. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Melcher Dallas leading Twin Cedars 20-18. It's a barn burner for the Marion County 8-man rivalry. As we've got the moth in here trying to get it out. Don't like bugs, that's for sure.
I felt like I was just savagely attacked.
PCM leading Jessup 55-7. Pontier handoff right side. He's got a lot of room to run to the 40, to the 35, towards the sideline near the first down marker. And Jake Pontier easily his best run of the third quarter, and it will be a gain of 8. Sets up 3rd and 2.
Parker Kaufman out there on the outside running a block there and did a nice job of not putting his hands on the defender and drawing a flag there. So nice job by this wide receiving core to help Jake get cut loose out there.
Probably 4-down territory for Indianola unless they get some massive negative play here, and maybe room for a shot if Brick wants to take one deep. Double wide receivers left. He's got Gabby King and Jake Pontier in the backfield with him. They're not going to risk it. They go to Pontier. He tries the left side. He cuts back, spin move, stays on his feet. Should be enough for the first down. Going to be very close. A lot of running needed the 32.
I don't think he got it.
And I think he gets just the 1. And it's 4th and 1.
They're bringing in the big package here, other than DeWall. But
well, DeWall's going in now.
Okay, yeah, I saw Peyton Wilbur go in there, and so I'm like, okay. But yeah, here comes DeWall, and we know what's coming.
We've seen a pitch out to Pontier. We've seen a keeper for DeWall. DeWall under center. He's got Kaufman out to the right. 4th and 1 for Indianola. DeWall, handoff, Pontier, enough for the first down, dodges forward, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge to the 29-yard line for a gain of 4 on 4th and 1.
Yeah, great line push there, and Jake does what Jake does right there, and that kind of offensive line play was befit for a king.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Waiting on that one, too. I got a good one.
Okay.
If Pontier can find the end zone here. So I've been saving this one. Fingers crossed, because if he doesn't score on this drive, I doubt we're going to see him for the rest of the game, too. So 2:33 left to go, quarter number 3, 1st and 10. Indianola, Asher Brick in the shotgun. He hands it off to Pontier, who tries the left side. Carlisle is all over it, but he stays on his feet. He does get up to the 27-yard line for a gain of 1, but Carlisle, they have about 8 guys in the box right now, and they're just kind of daring Indianola to throw it over the top, and Indianola pretty content if they can keep getting first downs, as there's only 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Indianola leading 21-0 over Carlisle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now chewing up some clock is definitely what Indianola would like to do. Obviously put points on the board to finish it, but definitely always a little worried when you see those scrums too.
Jacob Graham and Rylan Hilton off to the left. Indianola, play action. Brick takes a shot deep. He's got Hilton wide open over the middle. Caught! Touchdown! It's not Jake Pontier, but the King says check and mate. It's 27-0 Indianola over Carlisle.
Wow, what a great throw from Asher Brick. Rylan Hilton wide open in the end zone. He was so wide open that he's got his own area code. Wow.
Play action from Asher Brick, 1:46 to go in the third, and Indianola's an extra point away from a 28-0 lead. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up. Rick Wilson's walking it out back home in Indianola as Indianola leads 28-0. Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
At Athletico Physical Therapy, the focus is always on exceptional patient care and quick appointment access. Athletico does not require a doctor's referral for most insurance providers and will get you in with a same or next day appointment. Whether you are transferring your care or looking to start a new course of physical therapy, you have a choice on where to go. Choose Athletico Physical Therapy. Visit athletico.com to schedule an appointment or call their offices in Indianola or Norwalk today. Satisfy your pizza craving with a trip to Godfather's Pizza Express. With 2 Indianola locations at 1201 North Jefferson Way and 2001 West 2nd Avenue, as well as 290 Highway 28 in Martinsdale, Godfather's Pizza Express is known for their create-your-own and specialty pizzas, delicious appetizers, and extras. Spice up your summer with the new beef and queso pizza or try the jalapeno ranch cheese sticks. Don't forget to join their loyalty club and start earning free pizza after your first purchase. Godfather's Pizza Express. Order online at godfathers.com.
We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth.
You're listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network.
Indianola football leading Carlisle 28-0, and they can celebrate homecoming here soon. 1:46 left to go in the third. Indianola is in full control, kicking off for the third time this half. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. A strike from Asher Brick to Rylan Hilton for the score. And Indianola will kick it out of bounds. Rob, can I get a double check on how long that pass was from Brick to Hilton, if you have that one marked down.
You know, I was waiting for you to call it, so we'll
have to do film study. I wrote down 27, but I don't think that was correct.
I actually think it was down like 24.
Okay, so we'll call it 27 for now. Maybe someone can tweet at Swadfather what it actually was, so I could put that down in my stats. But if they want to go do some quick film review, but it was Brick to Ryland Hilton for the score, and Indianola leading 28-0. Carlisle has it at their own 35 after the illegal procedure on the kickoff. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. The Indianola defense has been suffocating so far. Howe throws over the middle. That one is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Gabby King got it, and then gets appropriate props from Charlie Radosevich as it's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nice play there by Gabby. Got his hand up and deflected the pass, because I think if he doesn't, that's a completion for probably 6-7 yards.
1:43 left to go, quarter number 2. Indianola leading 28-0.
And if you're Indianola tonight, you just have to be very pleased with how you've come out and played this football game.
Confirmation from Mr. Rick Wilson, and there's nobody I trust more. 27 yards on the touchdown, so I had it right. Howe drops back to pass, faces pressure, hit from behind, and he is taken down and sacked by a host of Indians. Couple of those guys in on it, but we'll give credit to Carson Slora for the sack, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, Slora was in there. Charlie Radosevich. Again, the Indians just getting great pressure, putting pressure on the pocket. Howe just doesn't have a whole lot of time to make decisions when he drops back to pass.
1:14 and counting to go, quarter number 3. Indianola leading 28-0. This third quarter felt way longer than the entire first half, it feels like at this point. 3rd and 11 for Carlisle in the shotgun. Out drops back to pass. Here comes pressure. They try to set up the screen. Indianola's all over it. Did A.J. Pontier hold on to it for the interception? No, but it's incomplete. Both him and Carson Slora were right there. Pontier, he's in the Cobra. He knew he had a chance to pick that one and take it into the end zone, but it falls incomplete, and it's 4th and 11, and Carlisle will punt again.
I felt like that ball traveled in slow motion.
DeWall came rushing in, and a couple other Indians, and then you could see Slora and Pontier realize it's a screen and start to back up, and that ball just floated, and it looked like A.J. Pontier just couldn't move fast enough, like running in your dream when you just can't quite make it there. As it's punted by Carlisle, will bounce at the Indianola 40, but takes a big bounce back towards midfield, and the Indianola offense, this is their worst field position of the second half, and it's at the 46-yard line just on their side of the territory.
Yeah, this is definitely the field position in this football game in the second half has been totally dominated by Indianola. And I agree, this half, or this quarter, has just been long compared to the entire first half.
49 seconds to go, quarter number 3. Indianola leads 28-0. They've put up 2 scores in this quarter. Kaufman goes in motion from right to left. Handoff, Pontier left side, tries the corner, pushes forward up to midfield, and he's stopped there. Carlisle doing a good job on those Pontier runs up the middle. They really are only giving, since a 16-yard rush and a 7-yard rush in the first quarter, Rob, he has one of more than 4 yards.
Yeah, yep. They've kind of decided that it's going to be somebody else to beat us, but you know, you've got 4 different Indians, Kaufman, Pontier, Whalen, and Hilton, all with touchdowns tonight.
So Indianola, double wide receivers left. King goes in motion, now goes back to the left side, handoff Pontier. Pushes forward, breaks through the line, stays on his feet across the 45 inside Carlisle territory. That should be a gain of 8, sets up 1st and 10 at the Carlisle 42-yard line. And I have Pontier at 19 rushes, 80 yards on the day.
Definitely a workmanlike performance for Jake tonight. And man, that hole opened up. He got some nice yardage there.
So that will do it for quarter number 3. Indianola in full control on homecoming over Carlisle. They lead 28-0, 12 minutes on the clock. We're back inside the Indianola High-View radio broadcast booth after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Graphics is a renowned signage solutions provider in the Midwest with over 30 years of experience. They use the most cutting-edge processes to deliver top-quality products, starting from design conception and ending with fabrication. When faced with complex challenges that other sign makers can't handle, Parker Signs is the go-to choice. For all your signage needs, call John at 515-962-0330 today. Parker Signs and Graphics is also a proud supporter of Indianola High School Athletics. Go Indians!
House Roofing and Construction Services of Indianola is your trusted neighbor for quality workmanship and guaranteed satisfaction. Located just east of town on Highway 92, House Roofing has nearly 30 years of experience. They are a preferred installer of Owens Corning products and offer a 10-year workmanship warranty. House Roofing does more than just roofs. They also install siding, windows, and gutters, and all inspections and bids are free. Call them today at 515-961-7180 or visit hausroofing.com.
Start of quarter number 4 here inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Indianola with a 1st and 10 at the Carlisle 42, leading 28-0. Jake Pontier gets the handoff, pushes forward across the 40, stays on his feet, and pushed back from the 39-yard line for a gain of 3. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola in full control here. Rob, what did you see in that third quarter?
I saw outstanding defense holding Carlisle to basically one set of downs, and then I saw an Indianola offense that just quick strike ability, and really this offense has picked right up where it came from the second half in Pella last week.
Touchdowns of 22, 33, and 27, and almost a touchdown of 16 to Pontier that ended up being a 1. One wide receiver left and right, 2nd and 7. Brick, handoff. Pontier tries the right side this time, and a good tackle in the backfield this time from Carlisle. Isaac Burke gets him back at the 37-yard line for a gain of just 2. Could have been a lot more, actually, but it is 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he had probably 10 yards of open field before he would have met someone else had he been able to get by Burke there.
That's a great tackle from the Carlisle safety. He came all the way up to make that tackle. And, I mean, with Pontier, you know how shifty he is. I mean, there's a lot that happens, but maybe a touchdown if he doesn't do that. He had blockers out in front.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 from the Carlisle 37, 10-34 and counting to go in the ball game. Brick in the shotgun. Handoff. Pontier tries the right side, pushes forward. He's going to put his head down, gets very close to a first down marker. It looks like he's going to be right there up to the 32-yard line, and they're going to move the chains. Wow, a gain of 5 for Pontier. Puts him at 90 yards on the day and a fresh set of downs for Indianola.
Pretty favorable spot there.
Yeah.
And the chains get moving. So I looked like he was maybe just a little short.
If this game was closer, I feel like Carlisle fans would have a bit of a beef there. I'll be honest. It looked like Pontier was down at even the 34 rather than the 33, but dove forward, and the refs certainly know more than we do. With 10 minutes to go in the ballgame, 1st and 10 Indianola. Brick in the shotgun. Indianola leads 28-0. Handoff this time left side. New running back into the game for Indianola is Ian McDonald, and he gets the carry for a yard, and it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, it's nice to see Ian in the game here, and you know, obviously with this game being under 10 minutes to go, a 28-0 lead, you know, sometimes discretion's the better part of valor. Even the King knows that.
The King is delegating to his subjects on homecoming here. 2nd and 9. I have to imagine the day pretty much done for Jake Pontier. McDonald in the backfield, along with Bricks. 2nd and 9. Gets the snap. McDonald, right side, bursts forward. He stays on his feet. He's going to get across the 25-yard line. That's near the first down for Ian McDonald, up to around the 23-22, and they'll move the chains again. A gain of 9 for McDonald.
McDonald laid the lumber there. He just bulldozed there. So nice run by him, making the most of that playing time on homecoming.
Under 9 minutes to go, Indianola leading 28-0.
Now Indianola definitely content to try to milk that play clock a little bit too, Andrew, and just kind of run this clock down.
Well, let's go Warriors. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Norwalk 28, ADM 10 in the third quarter, and we have our first final as well coming in after this play. 1st and 10. Brick handoff. McDonald, nowhere for him to go, but he bounces it out outside, stays on his feet, nearly busted that one for a big play, but it goes for no gain. Boy, McDonald broke about 2-3 tackles on that one, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, credit the junior running back right there. He made something happen there, and he just couldn't quite get busted out to the outside there. But, boy, pretty impressive running since he's come in the game.
Our first final of the night, and it's for the first time in 11 years on our Indianola Municipal Utilities Instant Radio Update. Pleasantville defeats Pella Christian 20-13.
Congratulations to Pleasantville, and, you know, hats off to PC coming out and battling in that game.
28-0. Indianola leads here, 2nd and 10 from the Carlisle 22-yard line. Brick still into the ball game. Handoff McDonald tries the right side, jumps over the line of scrimmage, and falls forward into the red zone to the 18 for a gain of 4. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Wow, he looked like a high hurdler right there. So nice job just going right up the middle. The offensive line still pushing, still really dominating that line of scrimmage. I think, you know, honorary game ball to the offensive line tonight.
I agree.
Brick has not been, aside from 2 pressure rollouts in the first half, he really has not been under pressure tonight.
And it was a coverage sack as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he just ran out of the time and room. 3rd and 6 for Indianola, 7:07 to go in the ball game. Indianola leading 28-0. Brick in the shotgun. Handoff McDonald, right side. He's going to spin off a tackler. No, he can't get out of one, and he's tackled back at the 20-yard line for a loss of a couple of yards. Nice tackle that time by Noah Noland, and it will be a loss of 2, and it's 4th and 6, and it looks like Keller is out there to try and put this one through with 6:45 and counting to go in the ball game and make this one 31-0. This one about a 36-yarder.
That wind waving softly to the south, so this is favorable for Keller here.
Aiden Keller. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and that one looks like it was blocked, but it's still towards the uprights and no good. I don't know if it was blocked or if he just didn't get a good kick on it, but either way, it's no good. And Indianola gives the ball back to the Wildcats at their own 20-yard line. 6:27 left to go in the ball game.
I think there was some blockage there. You can kind of see that ball kind of lower its trajectory once it got past the line of scrimmage.
Indianola Municipal Utilities Instant Radio Update. PCM wins 55-7 over Jessup. And we're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth.
You're listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network.
In the shotgun, 1st and 10. Carlisle, they're looking to pass. Haug is going to toss it. Great coverage and a big hit by Ryan Young again. Pass complete to Fry. It's over near the 24-25-yard line for a gain of 5. Sets up 2nd and 5.
Fry paid for that, though. He took a lick there from Ryan Young, who's had a fantastic football game tonight.
Max Wedmore comes off. Vinny Anderson comes off. We're going to start to try and get as many of the replacements on there as we can. Guy Berryhill is into the game for Indianola. Dropping back to pass. Haug takes a shot deep, has double coverage down the field. What an arm, but it overthrows his receiver, and it falls incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats with 5:49 to go in the ball game.
Looked like Max Waljasper was in on the coverage there for Indianola.
So, yeah, it looks like Max Waljasper into the ball game. Trying to get as many names as we can.
Looks like Andrew DeWall is checked out on defense there. So
Carson Keller into the ball game. And we're going to get a McCoy True Value timeout called by Carlisle. Trying to get as many names as I can out there for Indianola.
Looks like Draven Westcott's out there.
John Hoover also into the ball game for Indianola. Let's do a house roofing game reset. Indianola leads Carlisle 28-0. Carlisle calls their first McCoy True Value timeout of half number 2. It is 3rd and 6 Carlisle. Just about 5 minutes to go in the ball game. That's a house roofing game reset. So if it's time for a reset on your commercial or residential roof, call on the local experts at House Roofing, your trusted neighbors for quality workmanship and guaranteed satisfaction. We went inside the numbers presented by Fellows and Blake Financial. Call on the experts at Fellows and Blake to make the most out of your financial numbers. You can rest easy knowing that they will help you achieve your dreams and perpetuate your legacy. Jake Pontier's day is over. 22 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Asher Brick, I can't imagine he'll be throwing much more, but he adds 60 yards, so he's at 192 for 3 touchdowns.
Great. That's a great night. Great stat line. And
Howe drops back coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Knocked up into the air. It looked like it was deflected, I think, from Indianola. Draven Westcott, it might have gone off his helmet there, Rob, as it was knocked up into the air. And it's 4th and 6, and Carlisle will be punting again with 5:44 remaining in the ball game.
it actually looked like it bounced off his forearm to his helmet and then forward, and the Carlisle player almost made a beautiful catch.
Schulte back to receive for Indianola. Beautiful punt coming out. Schulte is going to field it back at the 35-yard line. He's got quick feet. He's going to push forward across to the 40-yard line as Carlisle swallows him up. And we'll do our best to make sure we get everybody named out here, but I would imagine some of the younger guys going to see some playing time right here.
Yeah, always good to get some Friday night lights in on the homecoming game, and that because that means everything has went well for you. And you know, if you're Indianola, all phases of the game, you know, offensively and defensively, really your defense is pitching a shutout, so you're not going to be upset with how they've played. Your offense has done well. Special teams, just the 2 missed field goals.
New running back into the game is Byron Taylor for Indianola. New quarterback is Bo Blake. Taylor gets the handoff and is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Other athletes into the game, Parker Amos at wide receiver. Blake gets the sideline, or it is 2nd and 11 after the loss.
Looks like Gabe Gibson into the game on the line.
On offense is Draven Westcott, Gabe Gibson.
Definitely want to get all these young men, get their names on the air here.
Zach O'Mara also into the game on offense, as well as Max Martinez. Handoff. Westcott up the middle. He's going to push forward across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Was a loss, or was a gain of 2 that one. Sets up 3rd and 9. Indianola content to take basically all 35-plus seconds off the play clock. 4.5 minutes to go. Still substitutes coming on. We're going to do our best. Again, sorry if we miss anybody, but I just saw Luke Gordon go into the game and Jace Fox go into the game for Indianola.
It's so good to see these young guys who put out so much effort and practice every day to get out there under the lights.
Slade Koenig into the game as well at center. Bo Blake, his first varsity pass is going to be incomplete across the middle. And Max Martinez asking the ref, I caught it. But the referee says no, and with 4:06 remaining in the ballgame, Indianola will be forced to punt. I'm trying to get some more numbers that maybe I didn't see.
Kind of looks like their normal package in for the punt here.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the special teams too much.
The ball back to punt for the Indians.
Here we go. Luke Gordon into the game for Indianola, our very own Clayton Sampson's brother-in-law. He runs the KNIA Carol S scoreboard show and is on the preview show. That's pretty cool. Luke Gordon into the game. Punt coming out for Indianola. High punt. Carlisle will call a fair catch at the 33-yard line. Takes an Indianola bounce across the 30. Indianola Municipal Utilities Instant Radio Update. Melcher Dallas Twin Cedars, a barn burner in the 4th. It's 26-24 Saints over Sabres.
Wow.
And Newton leads Marshalltown 35-0 with 4 minutes to go. Norwalk over ADM 28-10 at the end of the 3rd. We're 3:54 here. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Indianola firmly in control, leading Carlisle 28-0, 3:54 to go. Still going to try and name as many numbers as I see. Carson Keller into the ball game for Indianola. I think I said that one already. Wildcats, Howe rolling right side, caught on the flat to the 35, to the 40, up to the sideline, pushed out of bounds for Indianola. Max Waljasper, but that will go for about 11, 12 yards or so, up to the 43, 44-yard line.
That, you might have to check, but that's going to be about the longest pass play of the night for Carlisle.
I kind of stopped keeping track after a little bit, so I got lost in the sauce on that one. So 3:48 and counting to go in the ball game. Indianola leads 28-0 over Carlisle. Haugen, the shotgun, drops back to pass. Throws up the middle. And wide open for the Wildcats up the middle is going to be taken down. That's Zane Moyer again.
Wall Jasper making the stop for the Indians.
Indianola had some nice pressure on Haug there. He was just able to take another step up into the pocket there and complete the pass. Charlie Steen into the game, replacing Gibson.
Charlie Steen also in for Indianola. Nick Bradley in at defensive back. Evan Immel in at safety. Hal rolls right side, caught at the 23-yard line, and Carlisle trying to get this one into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like the knee was down when he made the reception.
Brooks Paw into the ball game for Indianola. 1st and 10, Carlisle, 3:07 to go in the ball game. Indianola trying to preserve the shutout here. In at linebacker, Caleb Volkoski for Indianola. Haug drops back to pass. Haug rushing around, rolls to his right. Finds some room up to the right side. He's going to cut back across the 15, out of bounds with 2:48 to go. Nice run there. Immel pushes him out of bounds, and it will be 1st and 10. Carlisle just outside the 10-yard line at the 11.
And again, though, the thing, Indianola still getting pressure on the quarterback there. Haug made something happen because of the breakdown there, but Indianola pressured him out of the pocket there. So nice job to them, even with the reserve unit on.
Don't know if I said Nick Bradley, but Nick Bradley into the game for Indianola. Haug in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Here comes pressure. Corner of the end zone, tosses it, and it will be touchdown Carlisle. The toe tap in the back of the end zone.
For 12.
Moyer with the touchdown, and Carlisle with the strike, and it's 28-6, 2:42 to go. Good pass, good catch.
That was a good pass. The only person that could have caught that ball was Moyer, and he did. And so credit Carlisle for still coming out and doing what they had to do there, and they get up on the board there, and the PAT is good.
All right, we're going to stay right here inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Just want to remind everybody that
you're listening to the Heinz Mechanical Indianola Indians Radio Network. Heinz Mechanical, your premier Lennox dealer in Warren County. Service done right.
2:42 left to go in the ball game. The Indianola offense will come on to roll things out. A couple Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Pella leads Cedar Rapids Xavier 21-13 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score here is Indianola 28, Carlisle 7. 2:42 remaining in the ball game. And ADM scores a 4th quarter touchdown. It is now Norwalk 28, ADM 17. So still an 11-point game. But the Warriors trying to hold on for a big non-district win, and Norwalk needs that win to boost the resume and just kind of go into district play with a 2-2 record.
Yeah, everything changes when it's district games, but Indianola is going to head into district play at 3-1, and arguably could have been 4-0. So. Again, Indianola's just got to feel really pleased with how they came out tonight, and they've played a complete football game.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, all 4 quarters so far. I know Carlisle made some good plays here. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. I think for the first time, Twin Cedars takes a lead in the Marion County 8-man rivalry. It's the Sabres up 30-26. Over Melcher Dallas. Carlisle kicks it deep into the Indianola end zone, and the Indianola offense will take over after the touchback.
Indians will start 1st and 10 at the 20.
This is the 12th drive of the second half.
It has been a much longer second half than it was first half. Let's put it that way.
Yes, it has. So Indianola, if they can rock a first down here, can close this thing out.
I would imagine the Wildcats are not going to be calling their timeouts, so they should be very close to being able to close this one out even without a first down, but they will not be able to. So Bo Blake still in at quarterback, in at running back for Indianola, Daxton Heimbaugh. Heimbaugh gets the carry, tries the middle. He's going to squirt through the line, get up to the 24-yard line for a gain of 4.
Good first down carry there for Heimbaugh.
Making the stop for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and the offensive line still just doing a nice job, no matter who they've substituted in there. So, talking with the coaches pregame, they had said they had a really great week of practice despite all the distractions that homecoming week can provide.
Double checking some of the guys into the ball game. I think we said Jace Bates into the ball game.
Jace Bates.
Indianola. Lots of down linemen. Handoff. Heimbaugh again. Nowhere for him to go as Carlisle's going to wrap him up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Minute 47 to go. Indianola will be able to run a third down play at about a minute 15 or so. Also into the game, I believe, Grady Cox. And Max Martinez, who we've said. Again, we apologize. It's hard to kind of see all 11 guys out there and get the numbers. Jeremiah Kello into the ball game as well. 3rd down and 6. Blake, handoff right side. Pushing forward, staying on his feet across the 25-yard line was Heimbaugh. And we'll get very close to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 sets up 4th and 1. And Indianola leads 28-7.
Going to be about 20 seconds left on the clock.
And they'll just punt it away. No point in going for it. And probably get the punt off, and Carlisle will be able to run a couple of plays.
Moyer back deep for the Wildcats. DeWall the punt.
So DeWall back on to punt. Should mention the long snapper, Aiden Curtis. High punt for Indianola, under 20 seconds to go. We'll take a Indianola bounce at the 44-yard line. Still bouncing across the 35 before it's downed with 10.3 seconds remaining in the ball game. Indianola is going to win 28-7, barring any sort of Carlisle heave into the end zone.
Yeah, this is a complete team victory tonight. Losing last week to Pella, especially with the way that the game went down, left a sour taste in their mouth, and I think they've been able to kind of leave that game in the past and now looking forward to the future in district play, and going to take a few minutes at least to celebrate a homecoming victory.
And it'll be a while before we see the Indianola Stadium again, as Carlisle will kneel it out, and that will do it. Indianola 28, Carlisle 7. Post-game coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Well, comfort. Are you comfortable in your life, your family, your career? Most people are. Are you comfortable in your house? I mean, is your home cool in the summer and warm in the winter? Does your home comfort system do what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it? If you can't say yes, you need to contact Hines Mechanical. Hines Mechanical is your premier Lennox home and commercial comfort experts. You've probably seen their big white and red trucks in your area. When you see a Hines Mechanical truck, you know it means trust, reliability, and comfort in your home. They sell only the best in service, all brands. Call 515-337-2074. Hines Mechanical, service done right.
The entirety of Warren County voted, and the results were Keller's Garage was one of Warren County's favorite auto service locations. Runner-up, if truth be told, which means they are working even harder to get the vaunted #1 spot this year. Never has there been a better time to simply take it to Keller's.
Hi, this is Chad Keller with Keller's Garage in Indianola, Iowa. I'd like to take time to thank everyone that trusts us to work on their vehicles, and for simply taking it to Keller's.
Have recent storms revealed problem areas on your roof? Hi, I'm Kevin with Wolf Roofing. For leaks or other damage, call us. The inspection is free, and if a repair or replacement is needed, our experienced team will put together a plan and price that is fair. We've been locally owned and operated for over 30 years, and we stand behind our warranty and workmanship. We're here to make the process easy and provide peace of mind. Call us at 515-225-8866 to schedule a free inspection and estimate, or go online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing, local, experienced, trusted.
Have you heard the news?
No, what is it?
People's Bank is giving out more than $1 million in rewards to people with Kasasa checking.
Wait, say that again?
People's Bank is giving out more than $1 million in rewards to people with Kasasa checking accounts.
Usually you put your money in a checking account. You don't get money back.
Not if you're a People's Bank Kasasa checking account holder.
When you have a People's Bank Kasasa checking account, you can earn cash rewards for doing simple things like getting e-statements, using online banking, and swiping your debit card.
Wow, People's Bank really does reward its customers.
Yeah, to the tune of $1 million.
How do I start earning rewards?
It's easy. Open an account online at mybankpsb.com or stop into any People's Bank location, open an account, and start getting rewarded today.
I'm already starting to think about what I can buy with my rewards.
Dream big thanks to the rewards checking from People's Bank.
Service you expect from people you trust. People's Bank.
People's Bank, member FDIC.
Post-game coverage live on 94.3 KNIA. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola improves to 3-1 on the season with a 28-7 victory over Carlisle. Let's go over the scoring plays in the first quarter. It's Asher Brick finding Parker Kaufman from 22 yards out as Indianola took a 7-0 lead. The Indianola defense continued to stifle the Wildcats as Brick would find Pontier for 16 yards, what we thought was a touchdown. Then we ruined the great call, but Pontier pushes it in from 1 yard out, and Indianola leads 14-0 at halftime. Indianola gets a turnover in the third quarter, goes down and immediately scores. A 33-yard strike from Asher Brick to Will Whalen to lead 21-0. After another stop in the third quarter, Brick finds Rylan Hilton for 27 yards down the field, and it's 28-0. Carlisle scores late on a Zane Moyer toe tap touchdown. Great catch in the back of the end zone. Credit where credit is due. But Rob, start to finish, it looked like Indianola was in control, and they come away with a victory.
Yeah, I just want to give a lot of credit to this was a complete team victory tonight. All phases of the game were in full effect. I know we had the missed field goals, but outside of that, like, I just can't say enough about how this offense has grown from week 1 to the end of week 4 now. And, you know, next week we'll be able to say we are literally at the halfway point of the regular season already. But just an impressive display. Asher Brick is gaining confidence week by week. Jake Pontier is old, steady, and reliable. And, you know, and these receivers, every time he throws the ball, it does not matter who it goes to. They are sure-handed, and they are making these catches. Gabby King coming in tonight and securing a catch. You know, that was a really tough ball. You know, Parker Kaufman coming in and making himself available. Will Whalen doing damage. You know, and the list just goes on and on and on. And it's just really been impressive. And then, you know, how can you not give a huge game ball to the defense tonight? Yeah, Carlisle scored a late touchdown, but the starting unit and the regular rotation, they gave up no points tonight. And they truly, Carlisle never had even a threat of a drive the entire night.
I would have to go back and look, but I don't think they made it into the red zone, or at least up into around the 30-yard line or so. There were a couple that made it inside Indianola territory that the Indianola defense had to hold firm on. But tonight's final stats, Jake Pontier with his worst game of the season, 22 rushes for 90 yards and a touchdown. Carlisle was keying in on him, and that opened things up for Asher Brick. He throws for 20 times, throws for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns, 22 yards, 33 yards, and 27 yards out. Rylan Hilton is their leading receiver, 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Parker Kaufman, 2 catches, 38 yards, and a score. Jacob Graham in the first half, 3 catches for 26 yards for Indianola. So that rounds out inside the numbers, and just overall team victory as we see head coach Eric Kluver making his way up here. But let's quickly choose a DeArmond Ford Radio key play and player of the game. A lot of nominees. I think the offensive line as a whole unit probably is going to win, but let's try and talk it out. I thought Ryan Young was everywhere on the defensive side, and it's hard not to give credit to Asher Brick for showing up when Carlisle pack in the box and
kind of saying, hey, you have to throw it over the top of us, and that's exactly what he did for his best game as a varsity starter.
Yeah, I definitely, offensively, I'm going to go Asher Brick for his command of the offense tonight, his ability to make some plays happen in the rare instances he was flushed out. And, he just made good decisions with the football tonight. And when he did throw the ball, I mean, that ball was humming. I mean, he was getting it out, and he's making decisive, quick decisions. And, when you're on the offense, that's what you're looking for from your quarterback, and he's making the right decisions. And I'm going to double down with you and totally agree. Ryan Young, all over the place tonight. I mean, there wasn't hardly a play where he wasn't either in on the tackle or he was right around the play. And so definitely our defensive player of the game, hands down. But again, the offensive line, I mean, they just did a spectacular job. I mean, Asher Brick, I'm not sure that anybody really laid a hand on him tonight. I mean, he's not even going to have to take an ice bath tonight.
Yeah, and my key play is going to be his 33-yard touchdown and his 27-yard touchdown in the third quarter. Those two that put the game away to make it 28-0 and just kind of seal the game at that point. You needed him to come up and make a big play and get the checkmate, and that's exactly what he did. That's our DeArmond Ford Radio Key Play and Player of the Game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Tonight's longest drive is presented by Keller's Garage. I believe that was that 80-yard Indianola touchdown drive in the second or first quarter.
It was in the first quarter there. An 80-yard drive ended with a 22-yard touchdown to Parker Kaufman.
That is tonight's longest drive presented by Keller's Garage in Indianola. Make sure your vehicle is ready for those long drives ahead, and remember to simply take it to Keller's. Take a short time out. Talk with head coach Eric Kluver after this on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola defeats Carlisle 28-7.
McCoy True Value in Indianola this month during their Fall Home Refresh event. Give your yard some TLC with a 24-inch lawn and leaf rake by Green Thumb for just $11.99. It's lightweight, rust-proof, and has a 48-inch wood handle. Invite more birds to your backyard with Flyer's Choice 16-pound wild bird food for only $24.99. Great for attracting goldfinches, cardinals, chickadees, and more. Don't wait. Head to McCoy True Value and take advantage of these bargains and more while supplies last. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Looking for an internet provider that prioritizes convenience? Look no further than IMU Fiber. Our local and community-focused approach means faster support wait times, quicker response time for service issues, and a commitment to hometown values. Our state-of-the-art fiber network platform ensures unmatched reliability, resulting in fewer service slowdowns and interruptions. And the best part? No contracts, no data caps, and no fine print. Just great service from people you know and trust. Experience the IMU Fiber difference in Indianola today.
Post-game coverage live on 94.3 KNIA, continuing Iowa high school football coverage, joined by Indianola head football coach Eric Kluver. Indianola football wins on homecoming over Carlisle 28-7. And Coach, I feel like Carlisle's a team that just makes you nervous knowing that their play style, if they get the lead, it's going to be hard to come back. But Indianola came out firing, came out strong, and led from start to finish.
Yeah, really proud of our guys. I thought they played for 4 quarters, and that's something that we've been really trying to stress all week long. And, Carlisle getting us the last 2 years, just really dominating us the last 2 years. I was worried as a coach because you just never know if you can hold up against their offense. They score a lot of points against a lot of good football teams, and I was just a great defensive effort by our guys to really shut them out tonight.
Well, I thought the defense, like you mentioned, you have to keep them basically below 3 yards a carry. I'd have to do the full stats, and, that waxes and wanes on certain drives, but they never got those 3rd and 2 conversions that you just feel like kill your defense over and over and over again. They did a good job at forcing the 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 7s.
Yeah, the key to our night was first down defensively, and we did an excellent job on first down, and they just didn't have manageable 3rd down type situations like they did a year ago. And give credit to our defensive line and our linebacking crew to hold that front. I thought that was critical, and it was nice to see Vinny Anderson getting an interception. And we really need to force turnovers and make things happen and create defensively. And so this was a start tonight.
I thought Ryan Young had a fantastic game on the defensive side. Felt like we were calling his name over and over again in on tackles. And Max Widmer also, I thought, had some pretty good tackles for loss and just shooting the gap up there. But overall, this felt, like you mentioned, a full collective defensive effort.
Yes, you mentioned those two guys, and I have to say, you know, these are two guys that just have continued to work, and really the epitome of our program. They were JV players a year ago, and now you can see after all the hard work in the off season, and they're playmakers for us, Max and Ryan. So really proud of them and happy for our defense.
They were really keying in on Jake Pontier. I kind of made the joke that he had his quote-unquote worst game of the year. I had him 22 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown, and if they're going to key in on the run and they hold you to 90, you're pretty happy with that, but Asher took advantage of all that room over the top.
Yeah, we know moving forward. I mean, everyone's going to be keying in on Jake, and that's no secret that our offense runs through him. But then we are able to create some things through the passing game, and I thought Asher was great tonight, just, you know, buying more time and seeing the field, and whether it was, you know, a short route to move the sticks or down the field for a touchdown, he was very accurate.
How much confidence do you think he got from running a couple of 2-minute drills for touchdown against Pella when you really needed him to? Because it felt like he just wasn't flustered at all. Or is that just the natural progression of your first couple starts as a varsity quarterback?
I think that's a natural progression, and you know, he's a varsity athlete, and he's been in these situations, and I think you're just seeing him get more and more comfortable, and you know, just proud of the way he handled some situations tonight, and will continue to get better at that position.
We know it's always fun when you get into the fourth quarter and you start to get everybody into the ball game. We've talked about that, but just very important to get those guys in, especially on homecoming.
Yes, you know, those guys work just as hard as anyone else, and you try to get as many guys into the game as possible, and that is tough to do. But we got most of the guys in, and it's just awesome to see the excitement when they get their name called and they have their opportunity to run out on the field, especially the homecoming game.
Well, going back to homecoming, as a coach, you don't like the distractions, you don't like the not a normal week, but you have to kind of use that as fuel for the guys, right, to be coming in here and be ready to play, especially with this Indianola team. Two out of their first 3 games kind of had a slow start.
Absolutely, and you know, it's just an excellent effort. You do. There's a lot of distractions during the week, and yeah, you really don't have a normal schedule. You don't have the same meeting times. You know, there's parades and different things like that. But I thought our guys handled the week well. You know, they had fun. They need to be smart over the weekend, enjoy the dance, and be smart, because we've set ourselves up in a good position right now. We're going to go into a very tough district with a tough game on the road against Ballard. So proud of our guys, the way they handle the week and their execution tonight.
Well, let's move on to Ballard. I know you're going to be focusing on them for the rest of this week, but what do you know about Ballard is they lose their big bruiser guy, running back that was tough last year, but they bring back a very talented team that, quite frankly, has just gone up against a gauntlet of a schedule so far.
Yeah, was able to break down the Pella game, and really they had Pella beat up at their place early in the year, and then Pella was able to create a turnover and score a couple late scores on them. Ballard's a really good team. They are going to be an aggressive defense that we're going to have to be ready for. They have really good athletes coming back and some guys up front. So quality football team. Once again, we're going on the road. And, you know, we got to go play well to start off district play.
Final thoughts on the 28-7 victory over Carlisle here tonight?
Proud of our guys. They've worked hard, and there's been some up and downs and a little bit of adversity to overcome. We've had some injuries. I don't want to talk about it a lot, but they've had to overcome, and guys being moved into certain positions that they're not comfortable with, and I thought they handled it really well.
Head coach Eric Kluver, Indianola football, as they win 28-7 on homecoming. We'll have more after this on KNIA, as well more post-game on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Check out these amazingly hot deals at your Indianola Hy-Vee this week. Hy-Vee salsa 24 ounce, $2.88 a can, 88 cents for Hy-Vee Midwest pork boneless top loin chops. Hy-Vee yogurt just 39 cents. Hy-Vee tortilla chips, 3 bags for just $5. And Bolt House Farms baby cut carrots, just $1.48 a bag. These deals and more this week at your Indianola Hy-Vee.
Greg Young Buick GMC of Indianola wants to be your one-stop local choice for car purchases and service. They offer new and pre-owned vehicles with over 800 used vehicles priced to sell fast. Greg Young's goal is to build long-term relationships with customers by providing fair financing terms and exceptional after-purchase support. They'll go the extra mile to find a vehicle that exceeds your expectations. Visit Greg Young Buick GMC today at 3001 North Jefferson Way or on the web at gybuickgmc.com.
Fentanyl is a potent opioid and a leading cause of drug overdoses. This dangerous drug is often mixed with other substances, such as marijuana, making them more addictive and deadly. If you or a loved one is struggling, it's crucial to get help. UCS Healthcare provides substance use treatment in West Des Moines, Knoxville, and Ottumwa, utilizing an evidence-based team approach to support you or a loved one. Contact UCS Healthcare at 515-280-3860 or visit ucsonline.org and get help.
Welcome back to post-game coverage live on 94.3 KNIA. Very quickly, just going to wrap up. Indianola defeats Carlisle 28-7. And homecoming, they go to 3-1 in non-district play. They begin district play on the road next week at Ballard, which should be a very tough matchup. And Indianola trying to repeat a playoff qualification from last year and are off to a great start after avenging last year's 17-6 loss to Carlisle. Thanks to Rob Hawkins. Thanks to those back at the studio, making sure we're on the air and sounding good. And, of course, we'll have the scoreboard show with plenty of highlights coming up after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Presentation of live area football coverage on KNIA.